Naruto is standing in Hiruzen's office completely unaware of what's going on. Gigi, what's up? You got another mission for me. Hiruzen nods. He's been debating this for a while now. Not only is this a big step down for Naruto, he will have to fit in with the other academy students, and he's not exactly Mr. Sociable. Naruto, please take off your mask. Naruto looks at Hiruzen funny but nods and takes off his mask. There stands a 12-year-old blonde boy with whisker-like marks on each cheeks with blue eyes. To most he would seem a normal 12-year-old if he wasn't wearing the ANBU uniform, but Naruto is far from normal. He's the Jinchuriki of the nine-tailed fox Kyuubi. He's also been a member of ANBU since he was 8. He's no stranger to danger. He's one of Hiruzen's most dangerous but trusted ANBU who's had his fair share of battles over the years. He's also the youngest, and that has cost the lives of many of his victims as they underestimated him. In other words, Naruto is no stranger to death. Naruto looks at Hiruzen, who seems to be deep in thought. Is everything okay? Gigi, you're not thinking of making me Hokage already, are you? Hiruzen chuckles. Not yet, my boy, you. Still need a bit of tweaking, if you know what I mean. Naruto nods. So what's got you deep in thought, if not to make me Hokage? Hiruzen sighs. I have been asked to give you a mission. A mission? I'd rather not give you for many reasons, but the council thinks it's necessary. Naruto nods, but inwardly he's confused, so he speaks his mind as he usually does. Shouldn't you, being the Hokage, sort of overrule them? They can't give out missions, can they? They never have before. Hiruzen nods. I can, but I also kind of agree that your mission is important. Naruto nods. I understand. So what's the mission? Hiruzen sighs. You will have to join the academy. Your mission is to watch Sasuke Uchiha. We know he wants revenge and he's unstable. We want you to watch him. He craves power and he's a major flight risk. We still need the Sharingan, so it would be in his best interests to remain here. But there is also a secondary objective, and this is one that's tough. You will have to interact with kids your own age. You're still a child, Naruto. Even if you've seen more death than a child your age. Now, I don't want you to go overboard. You far surpass everyone in the academy, but I don't want you to act useless. Naruto groans. Why don't we just kill the Uchiha brat and be done with it? He can't betray the leaf if he's dead. Hiruzen sighs, knowing that Naruto is very blunt and speaks his mind a bit too much. That may be true, but I don't think we've got to the stage where killing him is necessary. He then lights his pipe and places it in his mouth before blowing on it. Before he continues, now you will join for the last year and will graduate with the others' kids. Most are clan heirs, so this will be an interesting generation. Now when you graduate you will be teamed with Sasuke under Kakashi. From how the Academy, Sakura Haruno shows most potential in smarts, but focuses too much on being near Sasuke. Still, I will arrange it for the three of you if it all remains the same to be on a team. Together. Naruto sighs, knowing this mission will totally suck. You're kidding me. Not only do I have to baby this arrogant stuck-up god complex. I'm better than everyone else, wanker, but I'll have to deal with fangirls. Seriously, Gigi, just let me kill Sasuke or let me kill myself. Hiruzen smirks. Sorry, no can do. But if he does betray the leaf, you are to terminate him, no questions asked. Do not hesitate to do it. Wait, what am I thinking? You never hesitate. Naruto nods, but inwardly he's fuming. This is a complete joke to him. Damn stupid council. So I will have my own apartment. At least I might sleep decently. I mean, the walls are so thin in ANBU headquarters, the snoring keeps me awake. Hiruzen chuckles. Yes, I can see how that would be annoying. You can keep your sword by the way you did earn it, just don't kill your teammates well unless he tries to turn tail and run away. And then he chuckles again, knowing this will irritate Naruto further. You will be doing D-rank missions like capturing Tora again, just don't kill it. Naruto scoffs. Gigi, I hate you right now, is that all? Hiruzen smokes on his pipe and smiles at Naruto, the boy who's like his grandson, even if he already has one in Konohamaru. Yes, that is all. Just arrive at the academy at 9 AM tomorrow. And once again, no killing anyone, at least until you do C-ranked missions. Naruto growls but leaves the room, and Hiruzen chuckles. I worry for that boy. Naruto makes his way to the ANBU headquarters and meets Yugao, his mentor. She smirks. So what did Hokage-sama want? Naruto growls. I have been reassigned to babysitting that brat Uchiha. The council fears he could betray the leaf. I said we should just kill the Uchiha brat and be done with it, but Gigi said no, I also have to socialize. Can you believe that? Snob little brats and fangirls, man, karma's a bitch. Yugao chuckles and hugs Naruto. Naruto sighs but lets her hug him. She's like a big sister to him after all, as well as his mentor and teacher. Don't worry, Naruto-kun, maybe you'll meet a nice girl to help relieve some stress from putting up with the Uchiha and his fangirls. I've heard he has a lot. Naruto sighs. You're just enjoying my discomfort, aren't you? And I still say we should just kill him and be done with it. Yugao grins, Naruto-kun, he's only a kid, and yes, I enjoy tormenting you because it's so much fun and I get a kick out of seeing you angry. You make such a cute face. It's adorable. Naruto sighs and rolls his eyes at his big sister's childish antics. Yeah, a brat with a superiority complex. The only Uchiha I ever liked was, well, you know, and look what happened to him. Yugao nods. So you want me to help you move in? Naruto shakes his head. You have a mission, remember? She groans. Oh yeah, that damn escort mission with that slob. I tell you, if he tries anything, I'll chop off his little friend. Naruto smirks. I know only Hayate can have that pleasure of being with you, right? Yugao pouts, then grins at him. Why are you jealous? Naruto looks at her in confusion. Are you kidding me? You're like a sister to me. She pouts again, Naruto-kun, even though that's sweet, don't you think I'm pretty? Naruto sighs. Why do you always do this? Fine, yes, you're beautiful. You happy now? I need to pack. She grins, thanks. Little bro, your words will get me through the next mission. Naruto just scoffs. Whatever, I heard the guy likes to fantasize about women. He'll probably be undressing you with his eyes. I'll leave you with that sickening thought. Yugao is gobsmacked. Crap. And I thought it couldn't get any worse, damn you, Naruto-kun. She just hears a chuckle come from her little brother and groans. Naruto finishes packing. He's already been given a key to his new apartment. He'll place seals all over his place later. He says his goodbyes and leaves. He arrives at his apartment and groans. Seriously, what the hell, this place is a dump. He then sits down and plans what he's gonna do. He can't believe he's going back to the damn academy. The next day, Naruto wakes up at 6 a.m. He groans, forgetting that he could have slept another 2 hours but forgot to change his damn clock. He groans again and reluctantly gets out of bed. He's only in boxers, he's too old for pajamas. He enters the bathroom and looks in the mirror and immediately groans, seeing the scars. The damn fox used to heal him without leaving scars, now he doesn't. He says scars are a badge of honor. Naruto steps in the shower and turns on the water. Badge of honor, my ass. He's not the one who has to walk around with these damn scars. Even though Yugao says they're sexy, I still don't get her at all. I don't get women. After the shower, he gets dressed in black ANBU pants and a black long-sleeve top with fingerless gloves and ninja boots. He eats his breakfast. Not ramen. Then just sits there using a whetstone to sharpen his katana. 2 hours later, he goes to leaves his apartment. He puts on his coat, with the hood up. Along with his coat, he has his katana that's strapped to his back. He groans before he walks to the academy. He walks slowly, so he misses everyone. He's never had time for anyone but his buddies in ANBU. He gets a few people staring at him, but he ignores them. They can't see his face, and for that he's glad. It's such a pain having to hide his face, but it's better than having to hear the villagers and their BS. Meanwhile, as Naruto's heading to the academy, everyone's in the academy already when Irika Yumino steps into the class. Quiet. Everyone shuts up and Irika smiles. Good. Now there is a new student. He should be here shortly. To be honest, I'm not sure why he's starting now, but oh well. Just then the door opens and Naruto steps in. Everyone looks at him, all in black with his hood up. Irika smiles. Ah, you're here, you must be Naruto. Please take a seat. Do you want to say hello first? Naruto looks at him. No. Irika nods. Okay. Take down your hood. Naruto sighs. Here less than a minute and I already want to kill someone. He lowers his hood and everyone sees a face. He has an X scar on his right cheek and a scar down his left eye. There is also a scar on his neck, a scar that almost cost him his life. Naruto has his eyes closed. When he opens his eyes, everyone sees his eyes. He turns away and heads to an empty seat and sits down. Irika smiles. Okay, Naruto, do you want to introduce yourself? Naruto groans at this pointless situation. No. Irika sighs. You're new here. Just say a few things about yourself. Naruto sighs. I am going to kill Gigi. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I'm 12, that's all you're getting. End of story. He sits down and closes his eyes. He can sense people looking at him, but he hardly cares. He's not here to socialize, even though Gigi said he should. Irika gets on with the class. After a few hours, it's time for a break. The first thing he hears is fangirls squealing for Sasuke's attention. Naruto sighs. Can this get any worse? He stands up and walks to the front. Is there a training yard here? Irika nods. Yes. Oh, my name is Irika Yumino. I'll be your sensei for the rest of the year. Should have started with that eye. Naruto just looks right through him and Irika drops the smile. Right, well, it's on the left as you leave the academy main entrance. Naruto nods and leaves the room, and he makes his way out of the academy and makes his way to the training yard. Just before he gets there, two bullies stop in front of him. One of them smirks. You got a toy sword, how nice, hand it over. Naruto scoffs. I'd advise you to fuck off before I leave your body parts all over this training yard. The one who spoke grins. I'd like to see you try. Naruto smirks. Gigi said don't kill anyone. He never said anything about not beating people up. Naruto rushes forward, punching one of them in the gut and then ramming his elbow onto the top of his head. The next guy goes to punch Naruto, but he just grabs his hand and flips him on his backside before punching him in the face. The leader who spoke has backed away. Naruto smirks. Not so tough, are you? Come on, haven't had a good fight in a while, let's see if you're any better than those pieces of trash on the floor. The bully looks at Naruto. Who the hell are you? Naruto smirks. Someone you don't want to mess with. I think you need a change of clothes, plus you stink. What did you do? Shit yourself. The bully just runs away and Naruto sighs and carries on walking, not knowing or caring that he was being watched by his new classmates. Naruto, after disposing of two of the weaklings, goes over to a tree and takes off his jacket followed by his t-shirt, probably a mistake, but he usually trains topless. He then grabs his katana and starts going through some katas. His classmates are staring at him. Some of the girls are already getting nosebleeds just looking at him. For a 12-year-old, he's got muscles that would put older men to shame. Some are staring at his scars. His chest and back are full of them. He hardly seems to care that he's being watched. They're also wondering just who he is. He moves so fast they barely know what happened. The scars are also confusing to them. Even some of Sasuke's fangirls are having nosebleeds, even Ino, who's trying to hide it. Especially from Sakura, who'd just make fun of her. She looks over and sees a blushing Sakura. So even she's not totally immune to it. Ino thinks. Kiba comes out of the class and sees Naruto. Man, that's some seriously major scarring. Shikamaru nods. How could he have that much scarring? He's our age, right? Still, he knows what he's doing with that blade. And did you see how he disposed of Meizo and Kentage and make Rashi piss and shit himself? Even I could feel the killing intent coming off Naruto. Kiba smirks. Seems the girls are liking the show. Look at them, some are even drooling. They've known him, what, 2 hours? Choji nods. Still, he's strong. I wouldn't want to piss him off. Shino, the usually quiet one, speaks. There is something about him, something he's keeping from everyone. Shikamaru nods. I get that vibe. Ino looks over. What are you four talking about? What vibe? Shikamaru just shrugs and Ino rolls her eyes and looks away. Sasuke walks past them. Naruto Uzumaki, fight me. Naruto doesn't look at him but smirks. Oh, I so want to beat the crap out of him. Babysitting this arsehole. He stops swinging his sword and turns to Sasuke. Why would I waste my time with trash like you, Sasuke Uchiha? Sasuke smirks. Afraid I'd kick your ass. Naruto scoffs. Hardly. I could beat you blindfolded. But it would probably upset your fangirls now, wouldn't it? Sasuke scoffs. Like you could beat me. I'm an Uchiha. Naruto rolls his eyes. Am I supposed to be impressed? Do you honestly think all that I'm the last Uchiha bullshit makes me feel sorry for you? You're pathetic, you're arrogant, and your superiority complex is your downfall because deep down you're nothing but a sniveling runt, nothing more, and that's all you'll ever be, that last of a clan, nothing more. Sasuke snaps and runs at Naruto, who tosses his katana next to his clothes. Sasuke starts throwing punches and kicks at Naruto, who dodges every attack, and to everyone he's doing it effortlessly. He also seems to be enjoying tormenting Sasuke, and Kiba's loving it as some of the other guys in the class. Sasuke is getting more pissed off, though, as he can't believe he can't hit this nobody who dares insult him and his clan. Fight me. Coward. Naruto yawns. Did you say something? Sasuke scowls. You think you're so tough, don't you? Naruto yawns again. I don't think it. I know I am. Let me guess, that was your best. I thought you were supposed to be good at taijutsu. You must not be the great Sasuke Uchiha, then you must be his twin lame-ass talentless Uchiha. Sasuke smirks. Oh, I'm not done ye. Before he can continue, Naruto rushes and elbows him in the gut, rams his fist in his shoulder, then uses his leg to sweep him off his feet before punching him in the face, knocking him out. Naruto walks away from Sasuke and shakes his head. That was easy, Uchiha. I hardly even used 1/5 of my power. He walks over to his sword and sheaths it, then grabs his t-shirt and puts it on, then his coat with his katana strapped behind him. Then he walks past everyone, not even caring the fangirls are glaring at him. Well, not all of them, some are looking at him with lust in their eyes. Kiba smirks. Now that was a quick ass-kicking. Shikamaru nods. I knew there was something about him. Didn't anyone see the tattoo on his arm? Kiba smirks. Nah. Was too busy watching Sasuke get his ass hooped. Wait, tattoo? What kind of tattoo? Sakura heard them talking. You know what that tattoo was? Shikamaru shrugs and she scowls at him, and then the girls all go to see if Sasuke's okay. Irika, who's at the window and saw the fight, also saw the tattoo and he's shocked. He's in ANBU. I'm sure that was the ANBU tattoo. What the hell, Lord Hokage? Naruto's 12, his body looks like he's been through hell. Back outside, Choji looks at Shikamaru. So what was the tattoo? Shikamaru sighs, not sure. I know I've seen it before but not sure where. In the Hokage Tower, Hiruzen's looking through his crystal ball, he sighs. Seriously, Naruto-kun, did you have to do that to Sasuke? Still, he should really leave his arm covered. Nico. Yugao appears, yes, Hokage-sama. Hiruzen sighs. Inform Naruto to put a seal on his arm. He just showed his whole class his ANBU tattoo. Yugao nods. I will inform him once they break for lunch. Hiruzen nods. Oh. Nico, I got a report the client you escorted had bad visions on his trip. Do you know anything about that? Yugao smirks behind her mask. Can't say that I did, Hokage-sama, it was strange and not like him. Hiruzen nods, that is all. As Yugao leaves, he chuckles, using one of Kurenai's genjutsus on him. How unusual of you, Yugao. When Sasuke returned to class, he stayed away from Naruto, still in disbelief he was beaten so effortlessly. Later on, when it was lunchtime, Naruto left. He went to Ichiraka's. When he arrived, he saw Yugao. Heard about your little genjutsu stunt. You was. She scoffs. Better than let that slob touch me. Anyways, Hokage-sama said to use a seal on your arm to cover the ANBU tattoo you happen to show everyone. Naruto seems confused, then he nods. Oh right, I get you. Yeah, I'll get right on that after I eat. She nods. You won me a bet, by the way. Naruto looks at her with confusion. How come? Yugao grins. I bet you'd kick the Uchihas as the first chance you got. The others didn't think you would have done it. Some still see him as a prince and didn't think you'd dare touch him. But I know little Naruto-kun better now, don't I? Naruto rolls his eyes. You know, half your winnings should go to me, you know. She smirks. Screw that, it's all mine. I won it fair and square. I'll see you later, Otudo. Naruto nods and heads inside and eats his ramen. Luckily, nobody saw the chat with Yugao. Well, she was hiding in camouflage, but Naruto knew she was there. After his dinner, he heads back to the academy until he sees Anko looking through the window. He walks up to her. What are you doing? She almost jumps out of her skin. Don't do that, Naruto-kun. Geez, you almost made me shed my skin. Naruto sighs. Snake jokes, really? What you doing here? She smirks. Looking for Yui, actually. Heard you hooped the Uchiha's ass. I wish I was there to watch. Naruto sighs. Yeah, he had it coming. So why were you looking for me? You know I'm not in ANBU anymore. Well, I am. I think just long-term mission, I'm assuming. She grins. Well, I need your help. When does the academy finish for the day? Naruto shrugs. 3 p.m. I think. Why? She grins. Meet me at training ground 44 afterwards. I need you for a mission. Naruto sighs. Does Gigi know about this? She smirks. Maybe. Naruto sighs. I'll think about it. I have to go, man. I can't believe I have to go to the academy for a year. How did you put up with it for 5 years when I graduated after a year? This time I've been here for 4 hours and I want to kill everyone in my class. She chuckles. If you do that, let me know. I'll want a front row seat. Naruto sighs. By Anko, you crazy women. Anko pouts. You're so mean, Naruto-kun. Naruto just shakes his head and walks off, and she chuckles. Time for some dango. When Naruto gets back to class, he sits there and does nothing. He hardly cares. He does some hand signs and places a sealing seal over his tattoo. He then starts thinking of what this supposed mission is, and if it's worth his time. He doesn't even know if he's allowed to do normal missions. He hears Irika talking about the Hokages. He smirks. He knows his dad was the 4th Hokage. At first he was pissed when he found out his dad was the one sealed the damn fox in him. When Gigi told him why, he understood. The 4th Hokage is still his role model and he's forgiven him, but he swore that he'd surpass his father, and if he somehow met him, then the reunion wouldn't be pretty. Naruto sighs as Irika goes on to lie about the night the Kyuubi attacked, and even Kyuubi growls, and Naruto smirks when Irika says that the 4th Hokage killed the Kyuubi. He can hear Kyuubi growling about him being still alive, and the 4th couldn't defeat someone as powerful as him. Naruto's heard this speech too many times to listen. At first it was kind of funny to take the piss out of Kyuubi. Now it's boring, and they have come to an understanding. He will get strong and Kyuubi can stop being a whining arsehole. He agreed, but whenever the 4ths mention Kyuubi cries like a baby. A few hours later, the academy's over. Naruto's walking out when Irika-sensei calls for him to stay behind. Naruto rolls his eyes, suspecting it's about his fuck-up earlier by everyone seeing his ANBU tattoo. Naruto just leans against the wall whilst Irika stares at him. After a minute, Naruto gets bored. Do you want to say something, or are you just wasting my time? I have things to do, you know. Irika sighs. Naruto, what are you hiding from me? I saw the ANBU tattoo. Naruto acts confused but inwardly knows this was what he wanted, so he decides to just play along. I don't know what you mean. Iruka sighs, on your left arm. Show me your arm. Naruto smirks and shows his arm and Iruka is confused. But I saw a tattoo. Naruto sighs. You sure it wasn't a scar? I have a lot of them. Iruka sighs. So how did you get them? Naruto sighs. You know exactly who I am, Iruka-sensei. Don't play dumb, you know who I am, and what I have inside of me since I graduated years ago. You haven't seen me, but you know who I am. Iruka-sensei nods, not knowing that after leaving he moved up the ranks before joining ANBU, and is not an ANBU captain. Fine, you can go. Naruto smirks as he leaves the room. He shunsins to the Hokage Tower to speak with Gigi to ask about missions. It's been half a year since Naruto was assigned this babysitting mission. Having to put up with annoying brats has almost made Naruto snap more than once. Even though he's their age himself, he's seen more action and death than they could even comprehend. He's been on a few small missions, he's missed a few days here and there, and nobody knows where he is. Not even Iruka-sensei knows, even though he has his suspicions. He asked the Hokage, who told him he had no idea what Iruka was talking about. It's just after another lame day at the academy that Naruto's at the memorial stone looking at the dead comrades. It's raining heavily, but he doesn't care. It's got him thinking about his own past. Flashback. Naruto is 5 years old. He's running away from the villagers who hate him for whatever reason. He notices the villagers have now also been joined by some shinobi from the village. He keeps on running until he runs into a dead end. He turns around and looks at everyone grinning at him. What have I ever done to you? One of the shinobis speaks. You're a demon, you killed our friends and family, you don't deserve to live, demon spawn. Naruto looks scared. What are you talking about? I never killed anyone, I'm a 5-year-old kid. One of the villagers, a woman, screams. Liar, you're a demon, and you don't deserve to live, we'll make certain of that. The same shinobi that spoke grins. Well, we can't actually kill him, the Hokage says so, but it doesn't mean we can't make his life a living hell. The villagers and the shinobi all grin and move in to start attacking Naruto. After 5 minutes of beatings where Naruto is lying in his own blood, his legs broken, his hand twisted the wrong way, multiple stab wounds in his body. One of the shinobi even burned him, but they ignored the order and went in for the kill until 2 ANBU arrived, one in a cat mask, the other a dog mask. They saved Naruto. The villagers and shinobi weren't happy, but facing angry ANBU, the elite was suicide. The one in the cat mask picked up Naruto and carried him to the hospital. The doctors all refused to heal him until the Hokage's wife took him and helped him herself. It was whilst in the hospital recovering that the fox first made himself known to Naruto. He healed him and told him the truth. Naruto was in shock at what he was hearing, and he was terrified, staring into the eyes of a demon fox, but the fox decided to help Naruto, and from that day onward Naruto gained a sensei, even though nobody found out until much later. Flashback end. Naruto's broken from his flashback when someone pats him on the shoulder, and he looks up and sees Inu, Kakashi. How are you doing, Captain? How's the assignment going? You here remembering the dead? Naruto sighs. To be honest, this is the worst assignment I've been on. I mean, I've been at the academy 6 months, and I already want to kill everyone there. I have annoying fangirls both trying and failing to scare me because their precious Sasuke-kun keeps getting his ass kicked by me. Plus ones who seem to stare at me like the others do at that Uchiha arsehole who keeps demanding to fight me, and I keep kicking his ass, leaving him unconscious. But I just told you that, didn't I? So what brings you here? Your old team again. Kakashi remains silent as Naruto continues to talk. It's been like 50 times already. How the hell did you and Yugao and the others survive 5 years of this crap at the academy? That's if you didn't graduate early like me. Then there's the other problem, classmates trying to befriend me. It's irritating. I'd much rather be left alone and work from the shadows. He shakes his head. Being in the academy sucks. As for your earlier comment, I guess I don't know that many names on here, a few ANBU and of course the Hokages like my dad, but I was having a flashback about the first time I met you and Yugao. When you saved me from the villagers. I'm getting them a lot lately. The strange thing is sometimes I know what that brat Sasuke is going through. He's full on vengeance for Itachi, which is understandable. We are the same about being the last of our clans after all. Kakashi nods and finially says something. To be honest, there actually is a bet going on that you might just go on a killing spree and kill them all, but I know you're stronger than that. Me and Yugao have trained you well, SS Hazabiki. I know deep down you still hate the villagers for what they did to you growing up, but they are only scared and don't know what they're doing. Naruto scoffs. That may be so, but it didn't exactly help me now, did it? For the first 5 years of my life I had to sleep with one I opened. Do you know how much that sucks? Kakashi nods, feeling sympathy for his surrogate little brother. I can't say that I do. But I know you'll be fine. As for the second part, one thought the Hokage told you to make friends. Naruto scoffs, yeah, he did. But look at them all, pampered little brats. They have no idea about the real world. They listen to these damn boring lectures about the ninja world, but half of them will die. I mean, take Sakura Haruno, for instance. Just thinking about that pink-haired banshee makes his skin crawl. She's apparently the brainiest kunoichi there. But she would rather focus on wasting her time with the Uchiha. Same goes for Ino Yamanaka and the rest of the girls, minus Hinata Hyuga, but she's not really that impressive either if you ask me. She's so shy and she seems to hate fighting. So it baffles me why the hell she's even training to be a kunoichi in the first place. That's only the girls though. Kakashi nods and Naruto continues. Then there are the boys. The Uchiha is so far up his own ass, he still thinks after being knocked out 50 times by me that he's better than me. He never will be. Then there's Shikamaru Nara. Obviously being a Nara male, he's lazy as hell. He's also smart as hell, probably more than Sakura Haruno. But he acts like he's dumb, sleeping all day. Then there's his friend Choji Akimichi. The kid could be good, but he follows Shikamaru around like a puppy. He gets picked on because of his weight and won't fight back, so why is he even becoming a ninja? He wipes water from his face. Then there's Kiba Inuzuka and his dog Akamaru. He's strong in taijutsu, but he's kind of lazy and arrogant, but he's an Inuzuka, so he's a great tracker. Lastly, there is Shino Aburame. He is a hard one to understand. He's quite like all Aburame. He's the only one I can't get a read on, but like Kiba, Shino is a born tracker with his bugs, as is the Hyuga girl. If only they would grow up. Kakashi sighs the chuckles. You know you are not supposed to treat them as threats, Naruto. You are supposed to befriend them. Naruto sighs, I hardly see the point. They're all weaklings who need a wake-up call. Even the Uchiha, for all his boasting of being the best, would probably die. He could never lead because he thinks he needs nobody and would probably allow his teammates to die. So take the bell test, for instance. It's a teamwork mission. He'd try and get both bells to stop his teammates from holding him back. He'd probably attack his own teammates if they were close to getting a bell if he hadn't already got one. Kakashi sighs, you make a good point, Naruto. But still, you're not supposed to be judging them. They're your age, well, mostly your age. Befriend them. Naruto scoffs, you know I hate you sometimes. You know you've already been picked to be myself. And the Uchiha sensei, you better not be an ass, and you know what I mean by that. Kakashi smirks. Oh Naruto, you don't hate your big brother, that hurts. Naruto scoffs, whatever, I'm going home, I'll see you around. Naruto shunshins away. Kakashi watches him go and sighs. This was a bad idea, still it's quite enjoyable hearing about Naruto's frustrations. He's definitely got Kushina's temper, that's for sure. Still deep down there, probably sad their sons turned out this way. It's now several months later, the day of graduation. Not that it matters for Naruto, he knows what he has to do, some stupid tests. There's that stupid, pathetic teacher Mizuki, trying to sabotage his progression like it's ever worked. Mizuki had no idea who he was dealing with. He's been under a genjutsu since the first time he tried to sabotage Naruto's progression. He's never really been one of the best at genjutsu, but Kurama's helped him learn a few high-class ones. The one he has on Mizuki he's created himself, making Mizuki think his plans are working. It keeps him unawares, which is what Naruto wants. He's still an ANBU after all, so Mizuki raises a red flag to him. Naruto already informed Gigi about Mizuki and has been told to monitor him. It seems he, like most of the villagers, thinks he's nothing but a demon. The one good thing is Sasuke finally gave up in fighting a losing battle, not once being able to land a hit on Naruto. He must have thought of his embarrassment, or his ego kicked in or something. In a way this is good because Naruto's had enough of him. Everyone has already had their test and passed. Naruto easily passed the first two tests. The last part was a clone. Naruto does some hand signs, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Iruka looks at Naruto wondering how he knows a forbidden just but knowing who Naruto is, minus being an ANBU. He's not really surprised. Iruka hands out a headband and Naruto takes it and walks off. None of the other kids are surprised when Naruto enters the main classroom holding his headband. Naruto just sits at his desk and places the headband on the desk and closes his eyes to think. Iruka comes out of the back room with Mizuki, who's glaring at Naruto. Some of the kids look at where their other teacher is glaring and notice it's at Naruto, who's not even looking at him but knows he's being glared at and hardly cares his time will come. When he does look at Mizuki, Naruto smirks. Then all of a sudden Mizuki starts shouting and holds his head before he runs out of the room, shocking everyone except Naruto, who just looks away knowing what he did, but he does have a smirk on his face. Everyone leaves for the weekend there to come back on Monday to find out what happens next. Naruto already knows what will happen but acts like he doesn't. Naruto was given the title of Rookie of the Year, a title that looked like certainly gonna Sasuke before Naruto joined. When Iruka told Naruto he didn't even care, it meant nothing to him, even Iruka noticed. Naruto leaves the academy and immediately shunshins to the Hokage office. His classmates saw him do it. Most of them gave up trying to figure out Naruto. To them he's an enigma. Some like Sasuke want to know how he did that. Sasuke also hates Naruto. He's an Uchiha, but this Naruto came here and make him look like a joke. Naruto enters the office and Hiruzen smiles. Congratulations on becoming a genin. I'm so proud of you. Naruto sighs, seriously, GG? I'm an ANBU captain. You're congratulating me for nothing. You should be congratulating me for not killing everyone in my class. Hiruzen chuckles. Well, congratulations for that too. Naruto sighs, so nothing's changed, right? Me with the brat, and Kakashi still going with the Haruno girl. Hiruzen sighs but nods, yes, although it's done differently. Usually we make it the Rookie of the Year, which is you. Congratulations on that, by the way, with the head kunoichi, which is Mrs. Haruno, and the dead last, which isn't Sasuke, by the way. Naruto rolls his eyes. Hiruzen then groans. You know you were supposed to make friends, also you know not be an outcast. Naruto sighs. They're all brats. I'm sure Kakashi told you what I thought of them all. Hiruzen nods. Yes, he did, and even though you are correct, they're only kids, they will grow out of it. Naruto sighs, hopefully before they're all dead. Hiruzen nods, naturally. Now onto to something else. Tell me your opinion on Mizuki. Naruto sighs, that waste of space. He sees me as a demon like I care. But there is something in his eyes. He has the eyes of a traitor. He looked shocked and angry about me doing the shadow clone jutsu. I think he wanted me to fail. I'm not sure why exactly. Hiruzen nods, then smirks. I see. We will watch him carefully. Get some rest. You're a genin. Now your next challenge is D ranks. Naruto glares at him. You're cruel, GG. Hiruzen chuckles. I am, aren't I? Naruto sighs and shunsins away, and Hiruzen just shakes his head, knowing Naruto will never change. It's now Monday and everyone's in the academy when Irika walks into the room. Good morning, genin. Now you're all going to be in teams now. I will start from Team 1. Naruto ignores the first 6 teams, then he hears Irika say Team 7 and he grunts. Irika coughs. Team 7 is Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, and Naruto Uzumaki. Some of the students gasp. Sasuke and Naruto in the same team is a scary thought to them all. Sakura is happy though Naruto and Sasuke not so much for different reasons. Irika continues, so Team 7 sensei will be Kakashi Hatake. Team 8 will be Kiba Inuzuka. Shino Aburame and Hinata Hyuga. Your sensei will be Kurenai Yuhi. Team 9 is already a team. Team 10 will be Shikamaru Nara, Ino Yamanaka, and Choji Akimichi. Your sensei will be Asuma Sarutobi. Good luck, kids. When your sensei arrive, you will go with them. Naruto sighs, knowing Kakashi will be here a while. Sasuke at first looks at Sakura, who smiles at him, but he doesn't acknowledge her. He looks straight at Naruto and glares at him. Naruto isn't even looking at anyone. He's in his inner world. Sasuke doesn't understand Naruto either. He hates to admit it, but Naruto's strong and fast and better than him, and that infuriates him. Naruto sighs, even though I knew this would happen, it still sucks. Stuck with the Uchiha brat and the pink-haired banshee. Kinda makes me think, what did I do to deserve this? I mean, not only do I have an overgrown furball in me, but now I'm teamed up with an emo arse wipe, and a banshee. Can it get any worse? Wait, yes, our sensei is lazy Kakashi. Kurama chuckles, sucks to be you, Kit. To be honest, I would have just killed the Uchiha brat and be done with it like you wanted. Still, you knew this would happen. Still, I still say on our first mission out of Konoha, you just kill him, make it look like an accident. The banshee too. I mean, she's so loud, just be glad it's not a 5-man team and you have that blonde-haired bimbo. Surely you would lose it then. Naruto chuckles, you're probably right there still. D rank, they're not even missions. I'm using clones to do them. Fuck wasting my time with that. Well, I'll speak later, furball. Naruto opens his eyes and sees everyone, but his team is gone. He just rolls his eyes. He hears Sakura moaning about Kakashi still not being here yet, and he just rolls his eyes and sighs. Get used to it, Haruno. He'll never change. 2 hours later, Kakashi enters the room. Yo. Sakura glares at him. You're late. Kakashi gives her an eye smile. I had to help an old lady across the street. Naruto sighs, going with that one are you? Sakura looks unconvinced. Sasuke seems pissed, but Naruto hardly cares, knowing Kakashi's antics for years. Kakashi smiles, meet me on the roof. He then shunsins away. Sakura sighs and starts to leave the room. She sees Sasuke following her, but Naruto's vanished. When Sasuke and Sakura get to the roof, Kakashi and Naruto are already there. Naruto's just leaning against the wall with his eyes closed, just waiting for the lame-ass introductions that Kakashi just told him he'd be doing, and Kakashi knows that this will piss off Naruto. Kakashi smiles. Well, hello team. Now I think we should start with introductions. Sakura and Sasuke sit down in front of Kakashi. Kakashi looks up. You going to join us? Naruto sighs. No. Let's just get this over with. Sakura smiles. I think you should go first, Kakashi-sensei. Kakashi smiles. Okay, my name is Kakashi Hatake. My likes and dislikes are none of your business. My dreams are also none of your business. Sakura is furious. So all we know is your name, not much of an introduction. Kakashi smiles. Well then you go next, Pinky. Sakura sighs. My name is Sakura Haruno. My likes are. She looks at Sasuke and giggles. My dislikes are Ino Pig. My goals and dreams are. She looks at Sasuke and giggles. All the guys almost feel like gagging right there. Kakashi nods. Okay, Mr. Brooder. Sasuke growls at Kakashi. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I don't really have any likes or dislikes. My goal is to kill a certain someone and restore my clan. Sakura looks at Sasuke. He's so cool. Naruto looks at Sasuke and wants to just toss him off the roof and be done with it. Kakashi sighs. Still going down the Avenger path, I see. He turns to Naruto. Okay, blonde, you're up. He's so gonna kill me for that comment. Naruto glares at Kakashi like he's staring into his soul. Even Sasuke is a little intimidated with the glare. Naruto then sighs. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. My likes are training and ramen. My dislikes are pitiful, pathetic idiots who don't see what's right in front of them, who are blinded by fear to even know the truth. As for my goals, that's none of anyone's business but my own. Everyone can feel the Ki coming off of Naruto after his dislikes and goals. Kakashi sighs. He's not far off of Sasuke the way he's acting, but can you really blame him knowing how the villagers and shinobi treated him? At least he has the Hokage, myself and Yugao. Oh yeah, Anko too. Sakura looks at Naruto with a sad outlook. He seems so vengeful and bitter. I wonder what happened to make him like this. It's so sad for someone to be this angry. Then there was his body. I've never seen someone that has that many scars before. I wonder how he got them. He really is mysterious, like he's already a ninja or something, but that can't be true. Sasuke looks at Naruto. He even shuddered at those words. Seems I'm not alone in my anger. For me, it's Itachi. I wonder what his issues are about. Still, he's strong. Maybe he could help me out and help me to get stronger. That is, if he ever talks, he's worse than me. He looks at Sakura. At least I know he won't slow me down, unlike her. Kakashi smiles. Okay, introductions are over. Meet me tomorrow at 6 a.m. at Training Ground 7, and don't eat beforehand or you'll throw up. Sakura looks confused. What's happening tomorrow, sensei? He smiles. Why, your genin test, of course. Sasuke looks at Kakashi. We've done our genin exams. We're all genin. Kakashi smiles. Wrong, that test was to see if you could become a genin. The test tomorrow will prove you're good enough to remain a genin. Now remember what I said, there is a 66% fail rate. Oh, and before I forget, don't eat anything or you'll just throw it up. Kakashi then vanishes via Shunshin. Sakura sighs. She looks around and Sasuke looks angry. She looks where Naruto was, but he's vanished also. Sakura sighs and leaves the roof, followed by Sasuke. The next day Naruto makes his way to Training Ground 7. He's the first there, not surprising. Even after a year, he still can't get used to being in the academy. Still, knowing Kakashi, it's pointless being here now, as Kakashi probably won't turn up till about 11. Still, it will give him some time to train. He takes off his jacket and pulls out his katana and starts doing some kata exercises. He's been doing them for about 10 minutes when Sakura arrives. She looks around and then spots Naruto sparring, so she sits down to watch. She has nothing better to do until Kakashi-sensei or Sasuke-kun arrives, and for some reason she likes watching him train. Same for Sasuke-kun. After another 10 minutes, Naruto stops. He looks over his shoulder and sees Sakura. He sighs. At least she's quiet. Probably because Sasuke's not here. Naruto stops training and sits against a tree, resting his back against it. Then hears a stomach rumble and smirks. She listened to Kakashi, it seems. Sakura looks up. No, Kakashi-sensei. Naruto looks at her like she's an idiot. Does it look like it? He won't be here for hours. She looks shocked. What? How do you know? Naruto sighs. I know Kakashi. He'll be here about 11 a.m. probably. She looks at Naruto in shock. You're serious? Naruto nods. You should go get yourself some food. She bites her lip. Kakashi-sensei said not to. Naruto rolls his eyes. He also said he'd be here by 6 a.m. and it's now 6:30. Do you see him? She shakes her head. Have you eaten? Naruto nods. I have. I was going to eat anyway, whether he said to or not. Sakura seems confused. But he told us not to eat. Why go against his orders? Naruto sighs. I don't really care, to be honest, but if you must know, how can we have a test when we're fighting our own bodies? She nods. Can I ask you something? Naruto sighs. Why? She sighs. Well, can I or not? Naruto sighs. Fine, what do you want to ask me? She moves closer and sits near him. What's that vanishing move you and Kakashi-sensei do? Naruto raises an eyebrow. Oh, you mean Shunshin? It's a D-rank move. She nods. So can anyone learn it then? Naruto nods. Yes, well, ninjas. She smiles. I've seen other ninjas do the move also. Naruto nods. I'm sure you have, it comes in handy. She sighs. You said you know Kakashi-sensei, do you know what the test will be? Naruto shakes his head and she sighs. No. But knowing him it will be tough, he's never passed a team before. Sakura looks shocked. Seriously, can this get any worse? Naruto just shrugs. Why do you want to be a kunoichi? She smiles, to help people of course. Naruto sighs. Then why are you neglecting your duties and focusing only on the Uchiha? A weak ninja or kunoichi will only die if they don't focus on that. What is your speciality? Ninjutsu, genjutsu, taijutsu? Answer me that. She sighs. I don't know that much, really, only the basics of each. Naruto scoffs. Sakura, you were the top kunoichi of our class, don't let that title go to your head. You should train more, your stamina is terrible. I saw you and Ino doing the obstacle courses we did. You both looked like you'd run a marathon, not running a pathetic obstacle course. Brains can only take you go so far, and don't use the excuse of not being in a clan. She sighs. I'm not using that as an excuse. Naruto sighs. Whatever. Can you do chakra control exercises? She looks at Naruto. I haven't done any before. What types are there? Naruto sighs. Tree walking, walking on water, balancing a leaf on your head. We did that in the academy though, and there are others. Sakura looks at him confused, then remembers the leaf balancing one, so feels embarrassed. Then she thinks on tree walking and is confused. Tree walking, what's that? I can already climb trees. Naruto sighs. Pretty much climbing a tree with only your feet. She seems surprised. That's stupid, nobody can do that. Naruto sighs. It's a chakra control exercise, Sakura, of course it's real. She's doubtful but asks anyway, can you do it? Naruto rolls his eyes. Of course, but I'm not the sensei, so I really have no reason to show you now, do I? Sakura smiles, hoping to get some kind of conversation going. Can you show me? Naruto groans, knowing this would happen. He should have kept his mouth shut. Why would I do that? She sighs. I just want to see it, we're gonna be here for a while, right? Naruto sighs. Fine, I'll show you, then leave me the hell alone. Naruto stands up and walks to a tree and puts his foot on it and starts walking up it. Sakura looks shocked. Wow, you wasn't lying. Naruto rolls his eyes, then climbs to the top before he vanishes and appears leaning against the tree he was at earlier. Sakura smiles. Could you teach me how to do that? Naruto sighs. What part of I'm not your sensei don't you understand? She sighs, then smirks as she comes up with an idea to at least get some camaraderie from him. You'd be helping out a teammate. Naruto scoffs. Let me ask you this, why do you want to learn it to impress your precious Sasuke-kun? If so, then you haven't thought it through. Think about it. You know his ego, how would he like it if someone learned something before he did? He'd be pissed, not pleased, especially if it was one of his fangirls. Sakura sighs. I didn't think of that. She looks to her ground and bites her lip, then looks up. I want to learn it for myself. Meanwhile, at the Hokage office, Hiruzen is watching through his crystal ball when Kakashi arrives. You wanted to see me, Hokage? Hiruzen nods. Apart from you being late for your team, it seems Naruto is slowly bonding well, sort of. Kakashi walks over and looks into the crystal ball. So he's talking to Sakura. Still no Sasuke. So what's he doing, Lord Hokage? Hiruzen smiles. He showed her a chakra control exercise. Tree walking, and Naruto made a valid point about Sakura's reasons for wanting to learn it. Kakashi nods. To impress Sasuke, am I right? Hiruzen nods back. And Naruto told her Sasuke wouldn't be happy, he'd be pissed. She is learning that before he is. Kakashi rubs his chin. I see. But he is stating the truth though. Hiruzen lights his pipe and places it in his mouth. True. But he still has no reason to teach her. As he said, he's not her sensei, even if technically he outranks her. Kakashi nods. I see your point. Back with Naruto and Sakura. Naruto sighs. There is no getting away from you, is there? Why do you want to learn it? You said it's for yourself, then fine, wait for Kakashi-sensei to teach it to you. I'm not your sensei. Just then Sasuke walks up. He's late. What are you two talking about? Sakura smiles. Sasuke-kun. Naruto showed me this cool chakra control exercise called tree walking. Sasuke raises an eyebrow. Tree walking, what's that? I can already climb trees. He's lying to you. Sakura smiles. That's what I thought at first, but I was wrong. Sasuke scoffs. I know how to climb a stupid tree that's hardly an exercise. Sakura grins. That's true, I can climb trees also, but how about climbing a tree only using your feet? Sasuke looks at Sakura, then Naruto bullshit. Can't be done. Naruto sighs. You know nothing, Uchiha. Sasuke glares at Naruto, says you. Naruto rolls his eyes, stands up, then walks over to a tree and starts walking up it only using his feet. Sakura smiles and Sasuke is in shock. Damn it, he can do that, who is he? I will get him to teach me. He waits for Naruto to stop at the top, then he stands upside down on the branch. You were saying, Uchiha. Naruto then vanishes and appears beside them. Sakura smiles. Can you show me how to do that, Naruto? What is the processes behind it? Naruto sighs, knowing she won't give up. Fine. I'll tell you what to do. Then leave me the hell alone, okay? And that means both of you. Now listen carefully, because I will say this one time. If you don't listen, then tough. Okay, first you have to focus chakra to your feet, then walk up to the tree or run, it makes no difference. Well, go on then. He pulls out 2 kunai and tosses them at their feet. Use those to mark your progress. Sakura and Sasuke pick up the kunais he provided, then they do just as Naruto said to do. Sasuke glares at Naruto, who's sitting down with his back resting against a tree. Sakura walks up to the tree. Here goes. She first pours chakra to her feet, then puts her foot on the tree and then the other. The next moment she's climbing, she quickly gets the hang of it and grins. Wow, this is easy. It doesn't take her long to get all the way up before she stops. Naruto has his eyes closes, but he senses she's reached the top. He's actually surprised. She has better chakra control than I expected. I bet the Uchiha will cry now. Sasuke's still glaring at Naruto until he hears Sakura call to him. Hey Sasuke-kun. I did it. Sasuke looks around, then looks up and growls. He then runs at the tree and starts climbing. He gets some way up before he jumps backward. Naruto watches him and sighs. Whilst he's doing this, Sakura has already made her way back down and is now sat across from Naruto but watching Sasuke. He can sense what he's doing wrong, but he has no intention of helping him, so he decides to test Sakura. Without standing up or even looking, he speaks. Tell me what he's doing wrong. Sakura looks at Sasuke, then Naruto, and notices he's not even looking at her. She looks back at Sasuke and then starts thinking. After a few seconds she smiles. He's using too much chakra. Naruto nods. Correct, too much chakra and you will be forced away, not enough and you will get nowhere. Sakura nods. So what about me? How did I get it straight away? Naruto sighs. You are a girl, they generally have less chakra than boys but have better chakra control. Besides, you're smart, you figured it out. Obviously the Uchiha didn't. Sakura notices Naruto doesn't like Sasuke and sighs. Should I help him? Naruto at first says nothing, do what you want. Sakura bites her lip, then stands up. Sasuke-kun. Sasuke looks at her. What? She walks up to him. You're using too much chakra. Naruto says too much chakra and you will repel yourself from the tree, but not enough chakra and you will get nowhere. Sasuke scoffs. Like I need your advice? What do you know? I'm an Uchiha, I don't need advice from clan-less nobodies. Naruto sighs. How much of a loser is Sasuke? Too proud to accept help? Sakura may be a fangirl, but that's idiotic. He then opens one eye and sees Sakura is about to cry and groans. Great, that's all I need, a crying banshee. Sakura looks at Sasuke and tears come to her eyes, and she just runs away from him and sits down near Naruto and cries. Naruto sighs. Ignore that idiot, I did warn you he could get angry, but ignore his bullshit. If he doesn't listen to advice, it's his own damn problem. You should be proud of yourself. Your parents will probably be proud also. Sakura's still crying, but she looks at Naruto. But Naruto sighs. But nothing, you listened to me and did what I asked you, accomplished something straight away. It's something that takes some people hours or days, and you did it the first time, so quit your moping and be happy you accomplished something. It's his damn fault if he's unwilling to listen to advice. Sakura sniffs but nods. Thank you, Naruto. Naruto just nods but remains quiet until Sakura replies, what about the other exercises, the water and the others? Naruto groans. For the last time, I'm not your damn sensei, it's his job to teach you, not me. Be thankful I taught you that chakra control exercise and be quiet until Cyclops arrives. Sakura looks down. Sorry. Naruto opens one eye. Don't worry about it, just be happy you learned something. It took me over 10 hours straight to learn it, think about that. Sakura smiles. Okay, Ino Pig will be so jealous. Naruto rolls his eyes, not that she can see with his eyes closes, but he does smirk. She sees the smirk and grins also. Meanwhile, back in the Hokage Tower, Hiruzen was happy for Sakura. But not Sasuke. He had no right to belittle her like that. At least Naruto was able to cheer her up. That was the only thing that stopped him from going down there and knocking some sense into the Uchiha. Kakashi left after the little pep talk. Sasuke is still working on the exercise when Kakashi arrives. Yo. Sakura jumps up. You're late. Naruto just rolls his eyes and Sasuke stops what he's doing and walks up to Kakashi while Sakura surprises Naruto by reaching out a hand to help him up, which at first he ignores, but then takes her hand and she pulls him up, or more like he pulled himself up. Sakura then turns back to Kakashi. You was supposed to be here hours ago. Kakashi gives her an eye smile. Oh, sorry about that. I had to help an old lady across the street. Sakura scoffs. You used that excuses yesterday. Kakashi thinks quickly. Oh, that's right, there was sheep blocking the road, so I had to take a long way around. Sakura glares at him. Liar. Kakashi shrugs. Anyhow, now I'm here. Let's get this test underway. He pulls out 2 bells. It's quite simple. You have to get these bells within 3 hours. Come at me with the intention to kill. Not you, Naruto-kun, have mercy on me. Sakura looks at Kakashi. We can't attack you, we could hurt you, plus there are only 2 bells, and there's 3 of us here. What happens to the person who doesn't get a bell? Kakashi smiles. Well, to answer your first question, you are Genin. Minus Naruto-kun. The chances of you hurting me, a Jonin, are doubtful at best. As for your other question, it's quite simple. Whoever doesn't get a bell gets sent back to the academy. Well, off you go. The time starts now. Sakura and Sasuke looks at Kakashi in shock. Well, Sakura does. Sasuke is looking at him with anger, with the weakest ki Naruto's ever felt. Sakura sighs. But that's just not fair. How do you expect us to get a bell from you? You're a Jonin. Kakashi just pulls out his book. Not my problem. You have a time limit, so I'd get to it if I were you. Sakura and Sasuke rush into the forest. Naruto sighs. This is so lame. Kakashi nods. I know. Still, you have to act normal, so run along, Naruto. Naruto just rolls his eyes. I should have just stayed in bed. He just walks into the forest and sits next to a tree. I already know what the true goal is. Let's see how they do. No doubt the Uchiha will rush out, proving his arrogance. Let's just wait and see. Just like Naruto suspected, Sasuke comes out into the clearing. I'm taking the bells and sending them losers back to the academy. Kakashi doesn't even look up from his book. All I hear are words. Mr. Bruder, why don't you prove to me just what Sasuke Uchiha is all about then? Sasuke goes in for a taijutsu battle with Kakashi. Suffice to say, compared to Kakashi, it's pretty embarrassing. Every move Sasuke attempts, Kakashi blocks. This goes on for several minutes. Naruto watches on, clearly not impressed at all. Sasuke, after failing to land a single hit on Kakashi, changes tactics. He goes through some hand signs. Kata. Gokaku no Jutsu. Fire release. Great fireball technique. Sasuke thinks he's actually hit Kakashi until he sees a burnt log where Kakashi was, as he used the Korimi no Jutsu, substitution technique / body replacement technique, to escape and replace himself with a log. Kakashi then reappears in front of Sasuke. Is that all you got? I'd advise you to think again. It was kind of predictable. Sasuke scoffs but runs off into the forest. Kakashi then vanishes. Naruto watches him go and sighs. I can't believe Gigi wouldn't just let me kill the brat. Kakashi, who's appeared above him, smiles. I agree with you. Well off to find Pinky, see what she's up to. He shunshins away and Naruto just rolls his eyes. After a short while of doing nothing, he stands up and decides to follow Kakashi. After a few minutes of searching, he finds someone, but it's not Kakashi, it's Sakura. Seems like she fainted. Naruto sighs, genjutsu typical. He stands over her and sighs, then pulls out some smelling salts and wakes her up. After a minute, she wakes up. Sasuke-kun. She looks around until she sees Naruto learning against a tree. Naruto, what happened? He sighs, you fell for a genjutsu. And I just woke you up. Tell me, Sakura, have you ever seen a 2-man team before? Sakura starts thinking, then after a minute, shakes her head. No. Naruto nods. Exactly. Now use your head and think of what the true objective is. She nods. Do you know? Naruto nods. Yes. Now think, we are Team 7, and what do teams do? Sakura is confused. That's weird, but okay, let me think. Well, they do missions together. They're a team after all. Teamwork. Naruto sarcastically claps. Well done. You figured it out now, you being the smartest kunoichi from the academy. How would you go about getting the bells as part of a team? She nods and starts thinking. We could distract him while someone gets the bell. I'm not much of a fighter, so it wouldn't be me to fight him. Naruto nods, go on, if you don't do the fighting, what do you do? Sakura smiles, you or Sasuke-kun are the distraction whilst I get the bells, but there is only two, it makes no sense. Naruto sighs, yes there are two bells, but if we work together we will pass, that is the real goal. By saying there is only two bells he's challenging us to all try to get the bells without working together. In the Uchiha's case he'll take both bells and send us both back to the academy. He won't work as a team, his arrogance and superiority complex makes him think he needs nobody, when in fact he will never be a good ninja if he thinks he's better and needs nobody. She looks at Naruto, that's a lie. Naruto rolls his eyes, is it? Let me give you a scenario, say us Team 7 was on a secret mission and we were ambushed and for instance you were hurt and the person who hurt you was getting away, what do you think the Uchiha would do, remain with his wounded teammate or leave you to die and do everything himself? The answer is he will leave you to die. To him everyone but him is expendable. He thinks because he's an Uchiha that he's better than everyone, even though I knocked him out 50 times. He's thinking about Sasuke and what would happen in the future before he scoffs. He will never lead because to him he needs nobody and everyone will just slow him down. Strength isn't everything to be able to become a chunin. You have to have strength and skills and also show leadership qualities. I have those. You could also if you put your mind to it, but the Uchiha will never be chunin material because he will get his team killed so nobody will follow him. He sighs, now personally you can waste your career on fawning over the Uchiha. Or you can get your act together. For now, we need to get the bells, we can't rely on Sasuke, so it's up to us to work together to get the bells. Sakura nods, but what about Sasuke-kun? If we get the bells, he will return to the academy. Naruto groans, are you fucking deaf, Sakura? The objective is teamwork, there has never been a two-man team, maybe the Uchiha will realize this and assist us. But for now think, Kakashi is a jonin, we need a plan, a simple one-person fights whilst the other sneaks up won't work on him, he's one of the best jonin in Konoha. If you try and say anything Kakashi, I will destroy every book you own, I will burn them right in front of your face whilst you are tied up crying over your damn smut. Kakashi, who's above them, heard every word and agrees with Naruto, and he's not stupid enough to say anything to Naruto. Naruto is trying to help her, but will it work? Her hero worship of Sasuke will be her downfall. I proved it by how easily she fell for that genjutsu. Kakashi leaves the trees and appears in the clearing again. When he looks up he sees 50 Naruto clones cracking their knuckles. Oh crap, when did they get here? Now don't be hasty, Naruto, I'd rather not spend a week in the hospital again. The 50 clones then come at Naruto. You are so mean, Naruto-kun. Sasuke watches in shock and outrage. What the hell, they're clones, but how can he make so many? Damn it, this makes no sense. Just who is Naruto? He wasn't in the academy until the last year. But his skills are way above academy level. He acts like a veteran ninja. Wait a minute, where's Sakura? She hasn't done anything since I heard her scream, she's so weak. Maybe she's dead. Good riddance, one less annoying fangirl to worry about. Naruto's clones lure Kakashi further into the forest. Kakashi suspects something is up, but doesn't know what yet. Plus he's having a hard time holding off Naruto's clones. Okay, where are Sasuke and Sakura, what will they do? Meanwhile, Sakura is watching his shock. Wow, he can make a lot of clones. Okay, I need to time this right, I've set up traps, he should be here any moment, then I'll get the bells. The real Naruto is watching from the trees, he just knows Sasuke is going to try something. Sasuke watches the fight between Kakashi and the Naruto clones, then he sees something on the ground, traps, so that's her game, is it? Sakura watches the Naruto clones continuously push Kakashi back, then she sees her chance, she comes out from the bushes, she reaches for the bells, but before she can grab them a fist connects with her face and she ends up crashing into the tree head first and gets knocked out. Sasuke smirks, bitch, you're not getting those bells. He reaches for the bells like Sakura did until he feels a hand around his throat, choking the life out of him. He then sees it's Naruto. Kakashi looks around and sees Sakura on the floor with blood and a massive bruise on her face and forehead, then he sees Naruto choking the life out of Sasuke. So he quickly rushes in, pulling Naruto away from Sasuke. Kakashi then turns to Naruto. Calm down, Naruto. What the hell happened? Naruto glares at Sasuke, who's clutching his throat and breathing heavily. Kakashi shouts, Naruto, answer me. Naruto glares at Kakashi. He attacks Sakura deliberately. He knew what she was doing like we planned, but his fucking ego couldn't let that happen. Let me kill that fucking piece of shit. He broke your rules, he will never amount to anything but a pathetic egomaniac. He should be put out of his fucking misery before he gets people killed. Kakashi sighs. You can't just attack him. Naruto glares at him. Screw you, I'm taking Sakura to the hospital, hopefully she's not hurt too badly. Naruto pushes past Kakashi and scoops up Sakura and shunsins away and heads to the hospital. Kakashi sighs. Well, this went well. Fuck. He looks at Sasuke. You disappoint me, I'll have to speak to the Hokage about this. Naruto arrives at the hospital carrying an unconscious Sakura. One of the nurses glares at him. Naruto gives her some KI and she backs away, and he continues through the hospital. There is one doctor he trusts who doesn't hate him, so he'll take Sakura to her. Let's just hope she's working today. He carries her into a room and lays Sakura on a bed. He summons a clone and tells him to get Dr. Natsumi. The clone nods and rushes out. 2 minutes later, Dr. Natsumi enters the room and smiles. Naruto, are you okay? When he doesn't answer, she smiles. Just calm down. Are you hurt? Naruto seems to snap out of his daze. No, Yuki. It's my teammate. She was punched in the face and ended up hitting a tree face first. Yuki. Natsumi smiles. It wasn't you, was it? When Naruto just glares, she smiles. Sorry? Bad choice of words? Let me look at her. Naruto steps out of the way whilst Dr. Natsumi checks out Sakura. Kakashi arrives at the Hokage tower. He sees the rest of the Jonins and they all look at him. Hiruzen smiles. So another fail, Kakashi. Kakashi sighs. I really don't know, I had to abandon it because there was an incident. Hiruzen nods. Care to elaborate? Kakashi sighs. It seemed that Naruto and Sakura had figured out the true goal of the objective, which was teamwork. Naruto attacked me with 50 shadow clones and drove me deep into the forest, where Sakura was waiting. I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently Sasuke Uchiha attacked his teammate, stopping her from grabbing the bells. I saw blood on her face, a massive bruise on her cheek and forehead, where she seems to have collided with the tree. Kakashi sighs. Then Sasuke tried to do what Sakura tried before Naruto attacked him. I had to pull Naruto off Sasuke. He was literally going to choke him to death. I really don't know what to do. Kurenai is in shock. She's heard of the Uchiha's arrogance. Would he be so petty to attack a teammate though? In a way Naruto is just as bad, but maybe he was protecting his teammate. Asuma pretty much has the same opinions as Kurenai. It's hard to believe that Sasuke would attack his teammate though. Hiruzen is shocked and appalled, but in a way, it's to be expected. The Uchiha thinks he can get away with whatever he does because he's an Uchiha. Hiruzen looks at Kakashi. Did it look like he attacked Sakura deliberately? Kakashi didn't see it, so he doesn't know, but then they hear a new voice and turn around and sees Naruto, who answers. Hokage-sama, I will not apologize for my actions, but you want to know the truth, then I'll tell you. Whilst my 50 clones were luring Kakashi into the forest where Sakura had set traps ready to surprise him, I watched from the trees because I had a feeling that the Uchiha would attempt something. He thinks he's above the law, and his arrogance couldn't let him fail. He waited until Sakura was behind Kakashi, who was still fighting my clones. He sighs when Sakura went to reach out to grab the bells. Sasuke punched her in the face. It was deliberate. The grin on his face was proof of that. The punch was powerful and it made her spin around, and she ended up crashing into the tree head first. She is unconscious at the moment. She has a nasty concussion and a fractured jaw from the punch and whiplash. From what Dr. Natsumi told me, she will have to stay in the hospital overnight, but that's it. As for Sasuke, he had the nerve to try what Sakura did. As I said before, I won't apologize because he deserved what he got. Naruto then dispels, showing that he was a clone. Kurenai sighs. The Uchiha should be punished for this. A girl's body is more fragile than boys, and a punch will do more damage. The clone said one punch fractured her jaw. He should be punished. People like him tarnish this village and give ninjas a bad name. Asuma nods. I agree, Dad. The arrogance of the Uchiha is well known. He's a liability to everyone around him. Kakashi sighs. I await your judgment, Hokage-sama. Hiruzen rubs his eyes, getting a headache. I will summon a council and then I will make my ruling dismissed. It's been a few days since the whole incident. There was a council meeting. Personally, Hiruzen would have thrown the book at Sasuke for his actions and banned him from being a ninja, thus ending his plans for his brother. Of course, the council refused to accept their precious Sasuke would do such a heinous act to a fellow ninja, with Mrs. Haruno, who was on the civilian council, completely agreeing with them. It seems before the meeting happened, Sakura refused to admit her precious Sasuke-kun would have outright attacked her, and she claimed she must have slipped and lost her footing. A load of shit, but what can you do? She even admitted it must have been her precious Sasuke-kun who brought her to the hospital, even though it wasn't. So with Sakura's testimony and the unanimous vote of denials, Hiruzen had no choice but to drop the subject. As for Naruto's actions, there was surprisingly nothing mentioned, which surprised him even more than the council's denials. An hour later and Naruto has just been told about the outcome and he's pissed. Not only did that pathetic council get the decision overturned, but Sakura outright lied her ass off, completely tarnishing any respect Naruto was having for her. Of course, Sasuke was all smug about the decision, knowing he wouldn't get punished. He's the last Uchiha after all. He didn't mention Naruto out of embarrassment. He saw the dead eyes of Naruto and just knew he wanted to kill him, and that frightened him, a kid his own age who would kill without remorse. Little did he know he's been doing that for years. Kakashi was disgusted along with Asuma, Kurenai, Madogai, and Anko, who were all talking in a restaurant when Kakashi told them of his meeting with the Hokage. Kurenai was ashamed of Sakura. Anko was not surprised, knowing how much that damn council treats him like a prince, instead of the cowardless brute he is. Kakashi actually wondered how Naruto had taken the decision. He knew Naruto hated Sasuke, and for him to get away scot-free wasn't good at all. Sasuke is a marked man. Naruto is just waiting to release Sasuke's head from his shoulders, and I wouldn't blame Naruto for his actions. Sakura was released from the hospital. The doctor who treated her was obviously angry with her but kept her opinions to herself. The only person who visited her was her mother. She was sad Sasuke-kun didn't visit her, or her other teammate Naruto, not knowing that Naruto was disgusted with her. A day after that whole fiasco, Kakashi informed his team, even if he wanted to fail Sasuke, he was overruled, to meet up at Training Ground 7, at 7 a.m. the next morning. As per usual, Naruto's ANBU training kicked in and he was up at the crack of dawn. He ate breakfast and then trained for several hours. He's still angry with the decision and, more importantly, Sakura. His thoughts on Sakura were very harsh, but he didn't care. What a stupid, pathetic little waste of space, weak girl. If she wanted to outright lie, then that's her decision, but now she's lost all respect I once gave her. At 6:30 he arrives. He's the first one here, which is good. If Sasuke was there, he doesn't know if he'd be able to restrain himself from killing him. As for Sakura, well, she means nothing. He walks over to a tree and climbs it using the tree walking technique. Then he just sits down on one of the tallest branches and waits for the rest of his pathetic team to show up. The next to arrive is Sakura. She looks around and sees nobody. She doesn't look up and just sits down to wait. Naruto has sensed her for the last 5 minutes and he just scoffs and sits there. After 10 minutes, Sasuke turns up. He sees Sakura, who smiles at him, and he just scoffs and sits down, not knowing two glowing red eyes are glaring at him. Naruto using Kurama's chakra in his eyes. After 3 hours, Kakashi turns up. Yo. Sakura shouts, "You're late." "Well, you and Naruto." Kakashi smiles. "Sorry about that, had to help a woman across the road." And Naruto's up there. Sasuke and Sakura look up shocked, having not seen him arrive, and he's not even looking at them. Kakashi sighs, wonder if he's still pissed. "Well, come on down, Naruto. It's time to head to the Hokage Tower for our first mission." Naruto vanishes and appears next to Kakashi. "Let's go. The sooner I can get these pathetic missions done, the sooner I can be away from this pathetic joke of a team." Kakashi sighs. "Yeah, still pissed." Sasuke just scoffs, but Sakura seems to be sad at hearing that he was finally starting to open up, but now he's as cold as ever. Naruto glares at his team. "I'll see you at the tower, Kakashi-sensei." He then vanishes via Shunshin. Kakashi sighs. "Let's go, team." Meanwhile, Naruto's already in the Hokage's office. "This mission is a fucking joke, making me be on the same team as that disgrace of a ninja. Just let me kill that bastard already." Hiruzen sighs. "I'm sorry, Naruto, this is a long-term mission, remember, there is no proof that he will leave the village. I don't like the outcome any more than you did. I'd have rather stripped him of ever having the chance to be a ninja again, but it's out of my hands. The council relies too much on the Uchiha." Naruto snaps. "You're the fucking Hokage. Just kill the fucking council and replace them with people who don't worship and kiss that bastard's ass. You gave too much power away, GG." Hiruzen sighs. "I know, Naruto-kun. I never wanted this job again. But after your father gave his life, there was little I could do. But I agree, I gave too much power away." Naruto just scoffs, then senses his pathetic team approaching. They're here. He goes over and leans against the wall with his eyes closed and waits for this team to arrive. Then there is a knock at the door and Team 7 enter. Kakashi's not surprised to see Naruto already here, but the others are. When they stop next to the desk, Sakura looks over and notices Naruto doesn't even join them. Hiruzen smiles, although it's forced. "Well, Team 7, it's time you start your ninja careers. Minus Naruto, that is. You will start off with D-rank missions. You have a choice of weeding a garden, painting a house, walking the Inuzuka dogs." And he looks down. "Oh no, not that one, not with the mood Naruto's and he'd kill the cat without remorse. I still remember the last time he did the mission. That is it, have fun." Hiruzen and Kakashi noticed that Naruto had replaced himself with a clone and left the room the moment he mentioned D-ranks. Kakashi and Hiruzen act like they didn't notice, but he and Hiruzen are both thinking the same thing. He has no respect for his team anymore. No wonder he replaced himself with a clone, not that he really did before. Team 7 and the Naruto clone leave the Hokage Tower and start their ninja careers. The real Naruto is watching them from the Hokage monument. With cold eyes until he senses a familiar chakra of Yugao, she stops next to him. "Hey, long time no see, Otuto." Naruto snaps. "What do you want? I'm not in the mood." Yugao sighs. "I heard about what happened. I can't believe he'd get away with it, and that silly girl would deny it happened." Naruto doesn't look at her but just nods. "I should have just snapped his neck." Yugao sighs. "Hey, how about some sparring then, maybe a drink?" Naruto looks at her and smirks. "You always know what to do, One-san." She smirks. "What One-san would I be if I didn't know my Otuto and how to calm him down?" Naruto smirks. "Let's go, I can't even look at my team right now." Yugao nods. Understandable. They both shunshin to the ANBU grounds to train. Meanwhile, Team 7 have started their first mission, the painting. Sasuke and Sakura start in a room, but the clone leaves, then he creates more clones and starts painting the rest. Sakura watches this and sighs. He seems to have gone back to his cold self. I wonder why he's so angry. Several hours later, Team 7 have just finished all their missions. Chores. Hiruzen smiles. "Well done on your first missions, you're free for the rest of the day." Team 7 minus Kakashi leave. Sakura tries to get her team back together. "Hey, why don't we all eat together, some team bonding?" The clone of Naruto just looks at her before dispelling, shocking both Sasuke and making Sakura more sadder. He switched with a clone, but when she looks at Sasuke, he's already gone, so she lowers her head in shame and walks home. The real Naruto is in a bar with Yugao, Anko, and some other ANBU when the clone dispelled and he twitches. Naruto gained the memories. He hardly cared about the lame missions. The looks from Sakura were slightly confusing, but he just brushed it off. Yugao looks at him, clone dispelling. Naruto nods, "Yeah." Anko grins. "So what did the Hokage have your clone and team doing?" Naruto sighs, "Weeding a garden, painting a house, and walking the Inuzuka mutts, but I know there was one more though." Anko grins, "Lame chores, huh? So what was the other one and why didn't he give it to your team?" Naruto grins, "Catch Tora, and I'm guessing because of the mood I was, well, still am in, I wouldn't have caught the cat, I would have just killed it." Anko laughs. "Oh man, that would have been funny. I remember the last time you caught it years ago, you almost broke its neck." Naruto nods. "I remember." Yugao rolls her eyes from the memory. "So what are you going to do with your team?" Naruto rolls his eyes. "Do we have to talk about that joke of a team seriously?" Yugao sighs. "It's your mission, remember." Anko, who doesn't know, he has a mission, what is it? Yugao gulps. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud. "Oh, nothing, Anko." Anko glares at Yugao knowing she's lying, but she lets it drop. "Hey Naruto, you up for a mission? Should take about 2 days, but it should be fun." Naruto shrugs. "What's the mission?" Anko grins. "Infiltration and assassination, right up your alley, but first, we have to watch the enemy for a while. It's my mission. But if you seem to hate your team so much, it would be fun for you to tag along." Naruto nods. "Sure, why not?" Yugao sighs. "Naruto, what about your team?" Naruto scoffs. "They can deal with clones. I'll have the clones use Henge, then after a while replace the other. I get the added bonus of experience from Surveillance Plus, saves me from getting a clone memory hangover." Yugao nods. "Fine. You better inform the Hokage though." Naruto nods. "Come on Anko, we'll stop off for Dango on the way." Anko grins. "Dango awesome." Yugao watches them go and sighs. Sometimes she doesn't know which is the adult and which is the kid out of those two. An hour later, Naruto and Anko leave the village on their mission whilst several clones are in Naruto's apartment reading more scrolls. Some are just reading mangas. It's been 2 weeks since the D-rank mission started, and since that time Team 7 have not met the real Naruto. It has always been clones. The real Naruto has been off on ANBU missions with either Anko or Yugao. Kakashi was kind of sad because there was no bonding at all, although he knows Naruto's never been the talkative type. The clones Naruto had left behind to do missions had dispelled as soon as they were done, so no bonding whatsoever. Even if Sakura tried, the clones never spoke to the team. Sasuke didn't seem to care, but Sakura seemed to. Naruto had helped her out with the chakra control exercise, tree walking, and he even tried to get her to train more. But then, after the incident at the bell test, he grew colder and reverted back to his old self from the academy. Whenever she tried talking to him, he ignored her, and when the mission's over she found it was a clone each time. She wondered where Naruto was. It seemed to her that she was the only one who seemed to miss Naruto. Even though he wasn't the talkative one, he did help her out, even if she did bug him until he did. She was always miserable. Sasuke continued to say no to her requests for a date, so after the missions, which were more like chores, she'd just go home. Over the weeks, Kakashi has been continuously moaned at by Sasuke, demanding harder missions, and he admits the D ranks are not really missions at all, so when he woke up he decided to speak to the Hokage about it. He also inquired about Naruto, and he was back in the village. Kakashi was even surprised he was still doing ANBU missions. Whilst Kakashi is meeting with the Hokage, Sakura and Sasuke are waiting at the training grounds. Naruto hasn't turned up either, not even a clone has turned up. So Sakura just sits there with her arms around her legs waiting for Kakashi-sensei to turn up. Kakashi has spoken to the Hokage, and the Hokage has agreed on a C-ranked mission, even if he's not really convinced they're ready. When Kakashi leaves, he calls Yugao and informs her to summon Naruto. Naruto arrives a few minutes later. "What's up, Gigi?" Hiruzen smiles. "Hello, Naruto-kun. Kakashi has just asked me to give your team a harder mission." Naruto sighs from the memories. "I'm getting from my clones, they're not ready. I'm guessing it's more that Team Uchiha demanding a harder mission than Kakashi asking." Hiruzen nods. "Pretty much what he said about both things, but I would like you to join the team this time." Naruto sighs. "What is the mission?" Hiruzen smiles, escorting a bridge builder and guarding him whilst he builds a bridge from bandits. Naruto sighs. "Where is this bridge getting built?" Hiruzen looks. "The Land of Waves." This seems to get Naruto's attention. "You do know the Land of Waves is where that fat little midget Gato is, right? He has that place crippled. The economy is dead. The place is poor. There is no way Gato would allow a bridge to be built. It would diminish his iron grip on the Land of Waves. It won't only be bandits, but mercenaries and maybe missing Nin." Hiruzen sighs. "This is no a mission for a rookie genin team." Naruto smirks. "No, it isn't. But it gives me a chance to kill Gato and free the Land of Waves from his clutches. Plus it will show me what that Team Uchiha is capable of. Also, you're forgetting I am ANBU captain and Kakashi is Jonin and former ANBU captain. I'm sure we can handle whatever Gato throws at us." Hiruzen sighs. "Very well, Naruto. I'm trusting you." Naruto smirks. "It could be fun." Meanwhile, Kakashi arrives at the training ground. He expects an outburst by Sakura. But no, she just looks up and waits. "Yo, come on team, time for a mission." Sasuke groans. "More chores again." Kakashi smiles. "Actually no. I've arranged for a C-ranked mission, so let's go." Sakura stands up but looks around for Naruto. "We have to wait for Naruto to arrive." Kakashi smiles. "He will meet us there. The real one, I hope." Sakura just nods, thinking it will be a clone again. They all make their way to the Hokage Tower and get ushered inside. Sasuke is wondering what the mission will be, as is Sakura. Kakashi sees Naruto leaning up against the wall and smiles. "Not a clone, that is good." Sakura and Sasuke see Naruto. Sasuke just ignores him, but Sakura looks closely. "I can't tell if he's a clone or not." She then looks to the Hokage. Hiruzen smiles. "Good morning, Team 7. Kakashi has asked for a harder mission, so you will be doing a C-ranked mission. The mission is guarding a client while he builds his bridge. The most you will come up against is bandits, I'm sure." He then calls out, "Send in the client." An oldish man comes in with a towel wrapped around his neck with a flask in his hand. He sees the three kids and scoffs. "What is this guarded by children?" Sasuke takes offense to that. Sakura says nothing and Naruto does nothing, not even opening his eyes. It's Kakashi who replies, "We are more than capable of guarding you, plus I am a Jonin, and Naruto's an ANBU captain. I'm sure we'll manage." The man just nods, not looking convinced, but says nothing. Kakashi smiles. "Okay team, head home and pack your bags. We should be gone for 2 weeks. Put pack for a month, just to be sure. Oh, and meet me at the gate in 1 hour." Sasuke just nods. Sakura smiles. "Hi Kakashi-sensei." Naruto just nods. Sakura watches to see if he will dispel, but he doesn't, but he does shin away, and she smiles knowing it was the real Naruto, so that's good, although she doesn't really know why she's so happy. An hour later, everyone's at the gate. Kakashi's just arrived with the client. He looks at Naruto. "Still the real one, that's good. Okay, everyone, let's go." Naruto just nods. He notices Sakura look at him and smiles. She has been miserable. I wonder why she's smiling. He nods back at her. Sakura smiles again, then looks away. Well, at least that's something. Team 7 have been walking now for several hours. It would have been quicker, but with civilians, it's always slow going. Sakura spoke to the client who's now been confirmed as Tazuna. Not that Naruto didn't already find that out because Gigi told him. Naruto's looking around, as usual, checking his surroundings when he looks at the ground in front of him and sees a puddle. He raises an eyebrow at that as it's not rained in days, then glances at Kakashi, and they both nod. It seems nobody else noticed it. No surprises there. Naruto steps over the puddle and reaches for his katana. He senses movement behind him. He grabs the chain and with one slash cuts it in half, then shunsins behind one of the two attackers, which he knows as the Demon Brothers, and kills one of them with one slash, and Gozu's head comes off his shoulders. By now the others have turned around. Sakura actually heard something and spun around just as they launched their attack. Sakura was about to scream out to Naruto when he reacted, and within moments one of the attackers was dead whilst the other was on the ground with Naruto's boot on his throat. Neither Sasuke or Sakura can believe how quick Naruto dealt with the two attacker, but yet again Sasuke's pissed at Naruto. Kakashi smirks, show off. Naruto, let me question that one. Sasuke looks at Naruto, what the hell? He killed one and shows no remorse. Damn it, he's making me look bad. Where did they even comes from? Kakashi grabs Meizu and hauls him to a tree. Who are you after? Naruto sighs, he's after Tazuna. Kakashi looks at Naruto then back at Mizo. Is this true? Mizo glares at Naruto. You killed my brother. Naruto scoffs, do you think I will shed any tears? Do you think I will have nightmares about killing him? The answer is no, you're weak, pathetic trash, and as such death is your only way out. Kakashi slits his throat, then turns to Tazuna. We need to talk. Naruto seals up the two bodies in a scroll, then leans against the tree whilst Kakashi speaks to Tazuna. Sasuke watches Naruto and is confused. There is something not right about Naruto. He's always been cold, but he killed a guy and shows no fear. He doesn't look troubled. He looks like he's killed before. Just who is he? Sakura also heard what he said and is confused. Also, she's pretty much thinking the same thing as Sasuke. She knows it's not a good idea to piss him off though. Sasuke and Sakura are broken out of their thoughts by Kakashi. Okay guys, this is a lot more dangerous than first assumed. These two that attacked us were the Demon Brothers. Their rank was Chunin. They were missing Nin from Kirigakure. Now we can turn back as this is no longer a C-ranked, maybe B-ranked or A-ranked. The choice is yours. Naruto sighs, he already knows all this. We go on. Sasuke nods, we go on. Sakura looks at both Sasuke and Naruto and nods. We keep going. Are we ready for this? Kakashi nods, so we go on. Naruto, the scroll, I'll send it back to the Hokage to inform him of what's happened so far. Naruto nods and tosses him the scroll, and Kakashi summons one of his ninja hounds, Pakin, and gives him the scroll with a message of what's happened so far. Pakin nods and runs away back to Konoha. Team 7 then continues with journey. Kakashi tells Sasuke and Sakura to guard Tazuna, whilst he talks to Naruto about his supposed first kill. Kakashi sighs. So what aren't you telling me? Naruto sighs. What did Tazuna tell you? Kakashi sighs and tells him, and Naruto nods. Just what I found out last week. Me and Yugao were in the area last week and found out about Gato. Could have killed him then, but it wasn't our mission. But oh well, now I can finish the job. You know, this isn't over, right? This was probably just a test. We will fight Jonin rank next time. Kakashi sighs. You could have told me this morning. We do share a house, you know. Naruto looks at him with a raised eyebrow. How was I supposed to know you were going to ask for a harder mission? If you would have asked, I would have told you. Kakashi nods. I see your point. Is it wise to kill so easily? They're getting suspicious, especially Sasuke. Although Sakura is a confusing girl, she's usually miserable, but seeing you here, she's perked up some. Naruto nods. I've noticed. Still, let's keep going. Maybe we will fight someone with some skill. Kakashi nods. As long as we can take them right. Naruto grins. Do you want me to hold your hand or something? Kakashi smirks. You're so mean, Naruto. Naruto nods. Has he activated his Sharingan yet? Kakashi shakes his head. No, not yet, but I'm sure he will during this mission. Naruto nods. If he does, I imagine him abandoning the client because he thinks he's now invincible or some shit like that. Kakashi nods. I have a feeling you're correct on that assumption. Naruto nods. When have I ever been wrong? Kakashi just nods and they catch up to the others. Naruto and the rest of Team 7 have just gotten off the boat. The old drunken fool said they're almost back at his home. All Sasuke's done since the Demon Brothers is moaned that he didn't get to do anything, like because he's an Uchiha everyone has to bow at his feet and let him do what he wants. Naruto just scoffs at that, but other than that he's been watching the environment. Sakura's been talking to the drunken idiot about his village. Naruto hardly cares. He already knows about the situation, and if he was given an order would have dealt with this along with Yugao. Sasuke's still brooding, no surprise. Kakashi's reading that drivel like usual, but knowing him he's probably just as observant as Naruto. Naruto's thinking about what Gato will do next. As he's thinking, Kurama makes his presence known. Hey Kit, I sense 2 chakra signatures. They've been following you ever since you got off the boat, and from what I can tell Jonin class on one, maybe both. Naruto shows no signs of acknowledgement that anyone can see. So the next fight begins. Let's see who they sent. Jonin could be interesting. Kakashi's reading his book, but in the corner of his eye he sees Naruto doing ANBU quick hand signs and he nods. So we have 2 strong chakra signatures following us and one is Jonin class. Naruto was right, damn it. I hate it when he's right. He does a sign back that he's understood. Sasuke, being the arrogant idiot he always is, looks around. He hears a rustling sound and without thinking throws a kunai into the bushes. He walks up to thee and comes out holding a white rabbit. Sakura is confused, but she thinks it's cute. Kakashi and Naruto immediately get what's wrong with this situation. A white rabbit here, not likely. Wrong season for a white rabbit. Naruto smirks, so it begins. He quickly rushes forward and pulls Sakura down as Kakashi shouts everyone to get down, and just as they do a massive sword flies right by them and gets stuck in a tree. Naruto looks up and smirks at who he sees. Zabuza Momochi. Interesting. Everyone gets up. Sasuke and Sakura see Zabuza standing on his sword before he jumps to the floor and he pulls out his sword from the tree and looks at them all. Naruto smirks. Zabuza Momochi, what's a loser like you doing here? Come to beg for a quick death, or are you here to kill the drunken idiot behind us? Either way, you're going down, and what's up with the no eyebrows? You're even more of a freak than you were before. Kakashi chuckled. Has to rile up Zabuza Momochi, doesn't he? Zabuza glares at Naruto, then sees Kakashi. So we have Kakashi Hatake, the copycat ninja, and these 2 brats, but the blonde, there's something familiar about him. Wait, it's the Crimson Nightmare. This just got interesting. Still, the brat insulted me. I'll have to show him. Zabuza starts emitting Ki, and Sakura and Sasuke immediately feel it. Kakashi feels it, but is not affected as much. Naruto just raises an eyebrow. Seriously, you call that Ki? That's nothing now, this is Ki. When Naruto's Ki hits Sakura and Sasuke, they quickly look at Naruto, but they're having a hard time breathing. It's like he's sucking up all the air. Kakashi grunts, crap, a Ki ego battle, just great. Still, Zabuza's feeling the effects also, it seems. Zabuza looks at Naruto. What the hell, such evil Ki? I've never faced a Ki this bad. This is bad. Still should be a good challenge. Haku, who's in the tree, actually feels it also and loses his footing and falls out of the tree because the ki is so powerful. Like Sakura and Sasuke, he's having a hard time moving. Such power. Who is that kid? For someone so young to have that much Ki is frightening. Naruto then stops and smirks. What else you got, demon of the mist? Because I'm not impressed. He looks over and sees Haku just now getting up. So your friend decided to drop in, pun intended. Dressed like a hunter nin. Also, tut tut. Zabuza, what else you got up your sleeve? Oh wait, you don't have any, so let's just have a fight. The demon versus the Crimson Nightmare. How does that sound? Haven't had a good sword fight in a while. Can't let myself get rusty now, can we? Sakura and Sasuke look at Naruto in shock, both thinking the same thing. Who the hell is Naruto to have such dark and evil Ki? Also to know this Zabuza guy, and to have a nickname like the Crimson Nightmare. He's not who he appears to be. Kakashi grins. I wonder how Zabuza deals with this. He obviously recognizes me, and now he knows about Naruto. He's probably having second thought. Still, I wonder how strong the other person is. Still, I can't get rusty either. Hey Naruto, let me deal with Zabuza. You can deal with his accomplice. I am the sensei after all, man. I should not rile up Naruto. Naruto just shrugs. Whatever, have fun with Zabuza, the mouse of the mist. Kakashi chuckles when Zabuza rushes forward to engage Naruto, but Kakashi appears in front of him and engages him. Your fights with me. Zabuza grunts, fine Kakashi. Naruto looks at Sasuke and Sakura. He actually sees a stain on Sasuke's shorts and chuckles. Pissing yourself, Uchiha, so not how an Uchiha elite should act. Stay with the drunk, I'll deal with the hunter nin. Sakura then speaks. Be careful, Naruto. Naruto raises an eyebrow but nods. Keep an eye out for both of them. Zabuza's Jonin class, no idea about the other, but I'll find out. Naruto pulls out his katana and walks towards Haku. So what was your plan, hunter nin? Act like a hunter nin and pretend to kill him. Sorry to ruin your plan. Well, not really. Let's fight, shall we? I don't particularly like finding out about unknown people. Haku pulls out some senbons and tosses them at Naruto, who just swings his sword using a bit of wind manipulation to knock them out of the air. You're gonna have to do better than that. He puts his sword away. let's test your taijutsu, shall we? Haku disappears and then appears behind Naruto going for a kick to the back of his head, but Naruto grabs the leg and swings him around and tosses him at a tree, but in midair Haku recovers and his feet hit the tree and he lands on the ground. He saw me move. He's not who he appears to be. Zabuza-sama seems to know him, and if he's on edge, then what does that mean for me? And oh, I can't FAI. Before he can finish, Naruto appears in front of him and kicks him in the face, then kicks him in the chest, winding him, and he backs away. After a minute, he gains his breath. He's so fast. Naruto sighs. I'm guessing Zabuza's like your master of some shit like that. He's probably not impressed with you right now. Haku punches the ground in frustration. Don't mock me. Naruto chuckles. Oh, did I hurt the little hunter Nin's feelings? You're not gonna cry, are you? He looks over and sees Kakashi stuck in a water prison and sighs, really Kakashi? He goes through some hand sighs. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. He looks at Haku. Keep him entertained. He then vanishes. Sakura, Sasuke, and Tazuna are in shock but quickly sense someone behind them. It's a Mizu Bunshin clone of Zabuza. None of them even saw him create the clone. Before he can slash and kill Tazuna, the clone is cut down by Naruto, but Naruto is then attacked by another clone and slashes at him, but like Zabuza, the Naruto is hit dispels and then the second Zabuza clone is cut down again. Then two Mizu Bunshins appear in front of the original and Naruto smirks. Sasuke, why don't you fight the clones? I'm sure being an Uchiha elite, these Mizu Bunshins would be child's play to you. Sasuke knows he's being insulted but hardly cares. He wants to fight and show Naruto who's the better ninja here. So he charges forward and engages the Mizu Bunshins while Naruto watches both fights. Sakura looks at him. Are you okay, Naruto? Naruto nods. I'm fine. I'd advise arming yourself. Sakura, the hunter Nin uses Senbon, and well, it's obvious what no eyebrows uses. Sakura just nods and pulls out two kunai, not that she's that confident she will be able to do much. Sasuke's way better than her, and Naruto, well, he's in a whole different league to her. Meanwhile, Sasuke's having a hard time with the Mizu Bunshins. He can't believe it. He's an Uchiha and he's having problems with clones. His arrogance seems to be clouding his judgment that these clones are also clones of a Jonin. He somehow is able to catch one of them and dispels it, and then realizes why that happened. He feels it and grins. Now I have the Sharingan, you're going down. Naruto watches, so he took out a clone, huh? Still, it's a clone, not the real thing. Then Kurama speaks. He's unlocked that cursed Sharingan. Naruto does some hand signs. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, 50 clones appear, stay here. He then vanishes. Zabuza sees him vanish and at the last second sees Naruto appear beside him about to cut off his arm. He jumps out of the way but still gets a massive gash up his arm. How I dodged it, crap, he's a wind user, damn it. Because Zabuza jumped out of the way, the Suiton. Suiro, water prison technique. Ends and Kakashi is free. Naruto smirks. Bailing your ass out again, Kakashi. You was careless. Oh, the Uchihas gained the Sharingan. Kakashi nods. I'll finish him this time. What did you find out from his accomplice? Naruto shrugs. Not much. Uses Senbon, is pretty fast but nothing else. Kakashi nods. I see, well, you do what you want to do and let me finish my battle, Crimson Nightmare. Naruto smirks and disappears. He appears behind the second clone. Even though Sasuke had unlocked the Sharingan, he's still fighting a Jonin after all. And he finally realizes that he's knocked to the ground. Just as the clone's about to bring the sword down on Sasuke, it's cut in half by Naruto, and the water soaks Sasuke. Naruto scoffs. You an elite whatever. Naruto then appears next to his clones fighting Haku. Meanwhile, Kakashi is now fighting again Zabuza for real now. He's pulled down his headband, uncovering his Sharingan, and the fight starts getting serious. Zabuza goes through some hand signs for Suiton. Suryuden no Jutsu, water release, water dragon bullet technique. But Kakashi mimics him, copying his jutsu because of the Sharingan, and beats him to creating the jutsu Suiton. Suryuden no Jutsu, water release, water dragon bullet technique. Zabuza can't believe it as he's hit by the attack and knocked against a tree. Do you see the future? Kakashi nods. Yes, and I see your death. Just as Kakashi's about to throw a kunai at Zabuza to end his life, Haku arrives, grabs him, and vanishes. He looks over his shoulder and sees Naruto deal with Haku, but it dispels into water. Kakashi, and he sighs, a clone, huh? Sighs, they'll be back. Naruto walks up to Kakashi as the rest of Team 7 and Tazuna join them. Kakashi sighs. Well, that was unexpected. They'll be back. They both took a beating though, so we have a reprieve for a short time, maybe a week. He turns to Tazuna. How long to your house? Tazuna speaks. A few miles, 2 hours tops. Kakashi nods. Lead the way. He steps forward and collapses, but Naruto catches him. Sakura looks shocked. Naruto sighs. He's fine, Sakura, he's just got chakra exhaustion. Lead the way, Tazuna. Naruto puts him over his shoulder and they all walk to Tazuna's. Sakura and Sasuke look at Naruto. Sakura's amazed how powerful Naruto is. They've only seen him fight twice and she's impressed. Sasuke is fuming but admits that Naruto is better than him, but still doesn't get Naruto. He's just a genin, so why does he fight and act like a high-ranked shinobi? 2 hours later, they arrive at Tazuna's. The door is opened by a quite attractive woman. Well, Naruto thinks. He quickly finds out she's the client's daughter. They all step inside. Naruto turns to her. Is there a room I can put our sensei? He's got chakra exhaustion, but he just needs rest. Tsunami nods. Yes, just upstairs. The last door on the right should be okay. Naruto nods and carries Kakashi upstairs and lies him on the bed. A minute later, Kakashi wakes up. Naruto looks at him. Any chance you can summon Pakken? I'll relay the mission. Kakashi does, and when Pakken arrives, Kakashi falls back asleep. Pakken looks at Kakashi, then Naruto. What's up? Naruto, it's been a while. What happened to Kakashi? Naruto explains everything to Pakken. Okay, I want you to relay this to the Hokage. Zabuza will be back soon. A week reprieve maybe. I'd advise backup. Normally I'd say we're fine, but with Kakashi out of action you never know. If you can bring Enko, that would be good. All she's probably doing is getting wasted or eating dango as per usual. Pakken nods. Sure thing, Naruto. Oh, should I inform the Hokage about the Uchiha unlocking the Sharingan? Naruto nods. Yes, I'll keep an eye on him. He's still as arrogant as normal now with the Sharingan. Most likely he'll probably think he's better than the Hokage. Pakken chuckles, then Naruto opens the window and Pakken jumps out and heads back to Konoha. Naruto then checks himself for injuries. The only minor scrapes he received have already healed. He then heads downstairs. He sees Sakura and Sasuke eating at the table. Naruto walks straight past them and heads outside and closes the door. Konoha. Hiruzen's in his office smoking his pipe, looking out onto Konoha. When there's a puff of smoke, he turns around and sees Pakken. Lord Hokage, I have an urgent message from Naruto Uzumaki. Hiruzen raises an eyebrow. Naruto, not Kakashi. Strange. Report. Pakken explains everything Naruto told him. Hiruzen listens and nods. Zabuza. Interesting, and this Hunter Nin is an unknown, you say? Pakken nods. From what Naruto told me, he's very fast. Quite strong, uses senbons. That is all he said. Either the person was holding back or Zabuza's accomplice was just weak. Hiruzen nods. With chakra exhaustion, Naruto will have to be more vigilant. He mentioned asking Enko to join him. He turns to the buzzer and presses it. Find Enko and bring her here, sober or not. 5 minutes later, there's a knock at the door and Enko enters. You wanted to see me, Hokage-sama. Hiruzen nods and explains what's happened. Enko grins. Does Naruto-kun think it's too much for him? Hiruzen smiles. Oh, I'm sure he could deal with anything Gato has to throw at him, but with Kakashi out of action some assistance would be welcomed. And you two do work well together, so pack for say a month to be sure. Enko salutes. Understood, Hokage-sama, this is going to be fun. Zabuza and an unknown posing as a Hunter Nin. Hiruzen nods. Yes, capture this unknown if you can. Inform Naruto and Kakashi this is now an A-ranked mission. Enko nods. Will do. She rushes out of the room with a big smile on her face. Hiruzen shakes his head. She still has a crush on Naruto-kun. Wonder what Kushina would say about that. Oh well. Enko quickly packs for the month, then quickly rushes out the village and grins. Here comes Nko to the rescue. It's been a day since Naruto sent Pakken to ask for assistance. Naruto has spent most of his time outside. He's heard the little brat moan at Sasuke and Sakura about them wasting their lives and that they're going to die. Naruto is lucky he's not in there or the kid would have been dead by now. Naruto only enters to eat and sleep. The rest of the time he stays outside watching for any trouble, which is where we find him now sitting in a tree sharpening his katana. He hears his name and knows it's Sakura. For the most part his teammates have left him alone unless it's urgent, so it must be urgent this time if Sakura's bugging him. She looks up. Naruto, Kakashi-sensei wants to speak to you. Naruto sighs and puts his katana away and uses Shunshin and appears in front of her. He just walks past her and enters the house. Inari looks up. He's about to open his mouth, but when he sees the glare from Naruto he shuts his mouth. Naruto walks past him and walks upstairs. Tsunami sees Sakura follow Naruto inside and smiles. He doesn't talk much, does he? Sakura shakes her head. No, not really. It's a shame, I'd like to get to know him better. Sasuke just scoffs but continues cleaning his kunai. Sakura just sits down and waits and wonders what Kakashi wanted with Naruto. Naruto opens the door. What do you want, Kakashi? I'm guarding the house. And if I have to stay in this house, I'll kill the brat. Because he never shuts up whining. Kakashi smiles. Yes, he is rather annoying. But no, have you heard any word from Konoha yet? Naruto shakes his head. No, not yet. Why? Kakashi sighs. Well, as I'm still not fit enough to train you guys, not that you need any training, it leaves you to do it for me. Naruto glares at Kakashi. You want me to train them? Two idiots. Kakashi sighs. You taught Sakura tree walking. Sasuke needs to continue with it, and you can train Sakura on the walking on water exercise. Just leave a clone with Sasuke. Naruto grunts. Fine. Kakashi smiles. Have your clones spotted anything? Naruto shakes his head. Not yet, but I have them hinged into wild animals and objects. If anyone comes near the house, I'll know it. Kakashi nods. Carry on then and have fun. Naruto grunts. I'm gonna torch your Ika series for this. Kakashi's eyes go wide, almost popping out of their sockets. You wouldn't, would you, Naruto-kun? Not to you, dear big brother Kakashi Hatake. Naruto scoffs and walks out the room and walks downstairs. Sasuke and Sakura looks up and Naruto walks past them. Outside now. He then leaves. Sakura and Sasuke follows him out, although they're not sure why, but they admit he's more experienced than them and is in command while Kakashi-sensei's recovering from what Kakashi-sensei told them, although Sasuke didn't like it. They see Naruto walking into the forest, so they follow. They see several clones also, but they're in different trees and the roof of the house. Both wonder what that's all about. But just follow Naruto to wherever he's going. The fact he's ordering them around is unusual. Maybe Kakashi asked him to do something with them. Well, that's what they're both thinking. They finally see Naruto with his back to them. I'll get straight to the point. Kakashi-sensei has put me in charge of your training. That is until backup arrives, or he recovers enough. Sasuke, you haven't mastered tree climbing. Continue it now. He then looks at Sakura. Sakura, practice the same exercise for a short time, then I will show you the next exercise. No, I do not want to do this, and I will not put up with your bullshit, Uchiha. Now get to it. I will have a clone remind you of what to do. Sasuke just scoffs, but he admits he did want to try this again. He only had a short time trying it, and actually forgot about it until now. Sakura actually smiles and gets straight on it just like last time. She gets it done easily, but she keeps trying to go higher until she reaches the top. She gave up trying to get Sasuke's approval. Naruto just nods, and that makes her happy. She wanted Naruto to teach her the next step, and now he will, although he's doing something he shouldn't be doing, with not being their official sensei, but she knows he's more experienced. She doesn't understand why he's on a team with her and Sasuke-kun though. Sasuke, after an hour, has made progress but nowhere near as Sakura, and that infuriates him. An elite like him failing whilst a clan less fangirl masters it straight away. After the hour is up, Naruto has finished cleaning his sword. Sakura, come here. She quickly rushes down the tree well as carefully as possible without falling as she's at the very top. After a few minutes, she's down and approaches Naruto. What's next, Naruto-san? Naruto glares at her. I am not you, sensei, so don't finish that sentence. Now follow me. He looks up the tree. I will leave 2 clones here, and I will know if you're lying about finishing. Naruto and Sakura walk off. They only walk a short while until they get to a river. Naruto points to the water. The next step is walking on water. It's similar to the previous exercise, but, and I will say this only once, the user, meaning you, Sakura, has to be emitting a constant stream of chakra from the bottom of their feet and using the repellent force to walk across the water surface. He looks at her and she's listening, so he continues. This technique is more difficult to master than the tree climbing practice because the amount of chakra that needs to be emitted changes constantly, as unlike a tree, water is always moving. Do you understand, Sakura? She nods and he points. Get to it. This might sound inappropriate, but you are bound to get wet. If you want to get your swimsuit, then do so. It will be harder to concentrate if your clothes feel heavy on your body. Sakura blushes. I'll be okay, Naruto-kun. Naruto raises an eyebrow at the suffix but ignores it. Very well, start. Naruto watches as Sakura tries, and even her with excellent chakra control falls in. Naruto does not help her. He just stands there with his arms crossed whilst Sakura practices. She sighs. Wow, this is harder than the other one. That was easy. Okay, what did Naruto say? Oh, a constant stream of chakra from the bottom of feet. I can do this. She looks to the shore and sees Naruto watching her, and then a clone walks up to him and whispers into his ear, with Naruto then sending the clone off, creating more clones. Keep practicing. I'll leave several clones with you. He then runs off, pulling out his katana. She almost stops, but the clone watching shouts, stay focused on the task at hand, concentrate. Like tree climbing, this exercise is useful and will help in the future. The real Naruto has already sent a clone off to inform Kakashi of the mercenaries heading this way. Foolish idiots, does that fat little midget think puny mercenaries can do anything? He's just wasting his men. Not that it bothers Naruto. The mercenaries are all talking about their easy mission, kill a bunch of weak kids, not actually believing Zabuza and Haku about the blonde boy's skills or the Uchihas. To the mercenaries, they're just kids and they're about to realize how wrong they are. They come out onto a clearing and one of them looks up and sees one blonde-haired kid standing right in the center holding a katana. The mercenaries all chuckle. One of them, the leader of this little ragtag group of mercenaries, speaks up. Does the little blonde kid want to play with the big boys? Naruto just laughs. You, the big boys in what universe? You're weak, pathetic lowlifes who are about to realize that you stepped in the path of the Crimson Nightmare. And you're all dead, you just don't know it yet. Some of the mercenaries know the name and look at each other having second thoughts about this mission. But before they can do anything, Naruto vanishes and appears among them. He unsheathed his katana and starts slashing any mercenary he comes in contact with. The leader looks around after only seconds and sees at least 10 of his mercenaries on the ground, bleeding from their wounds or already dead. Naruto swings his katana futon. Kaza no Yaiba, blade of wind. Blades of wind cut through the mercenaries. Any who try and block with their swords see the wind cut through their swords before striking them. Naruto goes through some more hand signs. Futon, de tapa. Wind release, great breakthrough. With this jutsu, the mercenaries get blown all over the place, most getting cut up by the jutsu. The leader watches all this in shock. He brought over 50 men and after 2 jutsus and a few swings of the kid's katana, he's the last one remaining. Naruto turns to him. You can go, but if I see you again, I won't be so generous. The mercenary leader gulps before running away. Naruto sighs, weaklings. He shunshins away not knowing Haku was there, and yet again he's shocked. Well, not much, but it should have taken a little longer, but this blonde boy took them out quick and easy. He sighs. Zabuza-sama will not be pleased. Meanwhile, Anko's running fast. She should get there quick. She sees the river and just scoffs before sprinting across it, eating some dango, grinning as she rushes past a man in the boat who looks gobsmacked when she runs past him, rubbing his eyes several times to make sure he's not seeing things, and he isn't. Anko gets across the water and rests for a minute to have a drink. Then she sets off again. After she's running again, she comes into a clearing and sees several men dead and grins. Ah. Naruto-kun, did you do this for me? Thanks for the fun, mercenaries. Look, some are alive. Let's see what they were doing before Naruto had some fun with them. She pulls one of them up. All right, talk. What were you doing here? The mercenary looks at Anko. We were sent to kill some kids, but we met the devil. Anko grins. The devil, really? Well, we wouldn't want one of the damned souls to live now, but I think I'll allow you to go as a warning. Anko Mitarashi, the snake mistress, is here to fuck up Gado's plans. Give his that message, would you? Well, off you go. I'll entertain your friends whilst you're relaying the message. The man staggers away and Anko grins and does some hand signs, Sinai Jashu, hidden shadow snake hands. The man who staggers away hears screaming as the rest of his squad are killed by Anko. He's heard about her, she's a psycho. Anko grins. Well, time for a bonfire. I think she piles all the bodies next to each other before doing some hand signs. Ken. Gokaku no Jutsu. Fire release. Great fireball technique. Within moments, there's nothing but ashes, and she grins before rushing off with a smile on her face, eating a stick of dango. Meanwhile, back with Naruto, he's watching Sakura again. She notices his return and saw some blood on his clothing, but it wasn't his, but she wonders what happened. Okay, I've got this, I can do this, concentrate Sakura. Naruto's watching Sakura, one of his clones watching Sasuke dispels. He's still having problems, seems he's not as elite as he thinks he is. Naruto smirks at that. Another of his clones informed Kakashi of what happened. Kakashi was shocked that Gado would try something like this, but told the clone to continue what he's doing. He asked how Sakura and Sasuke were doing, and the clone told him. He's still watching Sakura when he senses a chakra signature and smirks when Anko lunges, and he uses a Kaorimi no Jutsu, body replacement / substitution technique, to replace himself with a rabbit. Anko looks at the rabbit and smiles. Hey little guy, you don't look like Naruto-kun. Naruto appears behind her. Talking to animals is a sign of madness, you know, Anko-chan. But as you're already insane, I'm sure it's perfectly okay. Anko grins and strokes the rabbit. He's cute, I'll call him little Naruto-kun. Naruto raises an eyebrow, so what did Gigi have to say? Anko puts down the rabbit, which runs away, and she smiles. The great and sexy, and might I add single Anko Mitarashi is here to assist you. Naruto nods, I see. Anko pouts, and then when Naruto turns around to watch Sakura, she wraps her arms around him. Did you miss me, Naruto-kun? Naruto smirks. Did I miss Anko Mitarashi? The name doesn't ring a bell. Is she a kunoichi I've heard of? Anko pouts, you're no fun. So Pinky's doing that, how long's she been at it? Naruto answers her, about an hour and a half. She has great chakra control, can't say the same about the other loser on my team. Anko grins. How far has he made it up? Naruto shrugs, just under halfway up, not much of an elite eye. Anko chuckles. So how come you're training them? Not under the kindness of your own heart, I take it. Naruto smirks, hardly. Kakashi asked me to, as he's unable to at the moment. But I think I might burn his collection of Ika for making me do this though. Anko grins. Oh, he wouldn't like that now, would he? Did his eyes almost bulge out of his sockets when you told him? Naruto nods, exactly that. Anko just chuckles. Loved your welcoming to the land of waves, present Naruto-kun. I enjoyed it. Sakura's watching this interaction and is strangely enough jealous of the carefree way she's all over her teammate. Not that she has feelings for Naruto or anything, well, she doesn't think so, it's just wrong. The woman's older than him and is obviously flirting with him. Naruto then looks at her, okay Sakura. You can stop now, you've pretty much mastered it. Why don't you go and inform Sasuke what he's doing wrong? That's if he'll listen to you. Then get some rest, I'm impressed. Sakura smiles, thanks Naruto. She slowly walks out of the water before running away, but not before glaring at Anko, who smirks. I think the little pinky girl is jealous of me. I'm glad you asked for me. With Kurenai and Yugao out on missions, I was bored. Naruto smirks. Anko Mitarashi bored? What nonsense are you talking? When are you ever bored? Don't you have people to torture or scare little children? She chuckles. So what do you think that fat little midget will do? Did you let anyone live to inform him? I let one go and told him I'm here to fuck up his plans. Naruto nods. Oh, I'm sure he'll enjoy hearing that. She nods. I'm hungry, let's go eat. Naruto sighs. There's this annoying whining little shit called Inari. His stepfather died apparently, and now he's become a pathetic little wuss, who does nothing but acts like a crying baby. Anko rolls her eyes. Great, that's all I need. Naruto nods. It's why I only spend time in there to eat and sleep. Anko nods. Speaking of sleep, where will I sleep? I'm not staying with Pinky or Kakashi. Can I stay with you, pretty please? Naruto sighs. That's not very practical now, is it? Anko shrugs. Probably not, but we can talk and make Pinky even more jealous. Naruto raises an eyebrow. Jealous of what exactly? It's been a day since Anko arrived. Like Naruto, she also hated Inari from the get-go. And like Naruto, spent little time in the house, preferring to scope out the village to gather intelligence. When she was around, she was always around Naruto. Naruto didn't mind, and Kakashi knew of their close friendship, even if he knew Anko totally had a major crush on his little brother figure. Sasuke barely paid her any notice. He was surprised seeing her as the only reinforcements, and although he never said anything under fear of losing his man parts, he was an ass, claiming they brought a woman to do a man's job. He told this to Sakura and Tazuna. He never said anything to Naruto, knowing how close they were he'd probably get a knife through his throat. Same if Anko heard the sexist comment. Kakashi wouldn't be very happy either. Even Sakura didn't like the comment, not that she really liked Anko, there was something about her she just didn't like. Maybe it was the fact she was always teasing Naruto, and she even saw Anko staying in the same room as Naruto. Not that anything happened, but Anko also took pleasure in tormenting her, saying how good Naruto was in bed. This would only make Sakura blush and get more jealous. She doesn't know why she's jealous, though also the in her opinion skimpy attire makes her not like her. Tazuna seemed to enjoy staring at her and got a few bumps on his head from his daughter for staring. Anko knew of this but ignored it. Sakura did admit she's a competent fighter, so Sasuke-kun's comment annoyed her. There were many kunoichis of importance like Tsunade Senju, Kurenai-sensei. Was Sasuke even insinuating his own mother was incompetent? Was she even a kunoichi? She didn't know. She barely knows anything about his family, not that he's very forthcoming about anything to do in regards to his family. For the next few days, Anko's been helping Naruto train/torture Sakura and emo whining shit Sasuke. Sasuke finally finished the tree climbing exercise and immediately demanded he is taught the water walking, like he can demand anything. Both Naruto and Anko just look at him and scoff. This infuriated Sasuke. Luckily, by this time Kakashi was back with the team, so he showed Sasuke what to do, and Sakura continued her progress, having not done anything since Anko arrived, and that annoyed her as Naruto spent more time with Anko than his own team, not that he spent much time with them before she arrived. Naruto often spared with Anko or they went out hunting, They found out that Gato had told everyone that any animals in the woods or in Wave Country were his and anyone caught stealing was beaten up. In worst cases their loved ones were beaten up, or in the case of the wives or lovers something crueler. Neither Naruto nor Anko cared if anyone stopped them, they'd just end up meeting their end of their kunais, and on one occasion that's what happened. One of Gato's thugs saw them walking through the village with a dead boar over Naruto's shoulders and a dead deer over Anko's. They ended up following them. Naruto and Anko knew they were following so wasn't going to lead them to Tazuna's, so they led them into the forest where they waited for them when they arrived, and after their failed attempts at intimidation the 6 thugs realized who they were dealing with. 5 of them being beaten to a pulp before being killed, with the last being tied up and watching them being released to run back to Gato with the tail between his legs. Was this overly cruel? Maybe. Did the thugs deserve what they got? Hell yes. Did Tazuna and his family welcome the extra food? Hell yes. When Sasuke and Sakura found out what they did, both were shocked. Again, both barely knew anything of Naruto and both know he's no stranger towards death, and it seems Anko's the same way. Kakashi just rolled his eyes, but in a way it was a taste of Gato's own medicine. He was making the village live in fear, so Anko and Naruto were doing it and making Gato fear them. Even Inari was silent around Naruto and Anko, especially when he saw Anko spinning a kunai around her finger, grinning at him to dare say anything, which he didn't. When Gato found out about this he was furious. This was the second time he's been informed about this Crimson Nightmare and Anko. He can't deny they scare even him. They're ruining everything. He's trying to make the villagers fear him, but with them too doing this he's overheard rumors of hope from the people. This can't continue, so he visits Zabuza and demands he sorts this out. When Zabuza heard of Anko arriving he was surprised, and even he admits troubled. Not only did he have to deal with Kakashi Hatake, he had to deal with that Crimson Nightmare, and now Anko, the pink-haired girl, isn't anything to worry about. Then there's also that Uchiha boy. He could become a problem. He even wonders if Haku can deal with the main threats. More than likely he'll face Kakashi again, maybe Anko leaving Haku to deal with the Crimson Nightmare and the Uchiha. When he heard about what Gato did, sending mercenaries after them only to be slaughtered by the Crimson Nightmare and Anko, he was angry. Now it wasn't because of what happened, no, it was because Gato was making him look like a joke. When he heard from Haku what happened he laughed. It's now been a week since Anko arrived, and both Kakashi, Naruto, and Anko knows that Zabuza will be back shortly, and are wondering what will happen after the little mercenaries incident and the hunting thing. There have been no more problems. After training and the guarding the house all night, Naruto sleeping. Naruto barely sleeps sometimes, so after that they agreed to give him a rest. This left Kakashi, Anko, Sasuke, and Sakura to go with Tazuna to the bridge. Naruto only slept for a short while and already had clones watching. He already knew that sooner or later Gato would send people to Tazuna's house to capture his family, more than likely Tsunami. They'd probably just kill Inari. He already knows they're coming after what his clone informed him off last night before it left to do its own mission provided by Naruto. He just lies back down and rests, but he won't sleep, he'll just wait for the time to act. Meanwhile, back with Kakashi, Anko and the others, when they arrive at the bridge they're met with heavy fog, and both Anko and Kakashi realize what this means. Zabuza. They then see people unconscious on the ground. Kakashi immediately tells his team to stay back and protect Tazuna. Then they see Zabuza and Haku emerge from the mist. Immediately Zabuza creates some clones, but Sasuke without orders rushes forwards and takes out the clones. This surprises Zabuza and Haku, but not Kakashi or Anko. They both smirk at Zabuza and Haku's reactions. Zabuza then charges at Sasuke, but Kakashi and Anko block his path like he expected them to. Sasuke doesn't care and charges at Haku, leaving Sakura to guard Tazuna on her own. She just pulls out a kunai and waits for her chance, not that she thinks she'll be a big help. While this is happening, one of Naruto's clones spots several thugs and 2 samurai, Waraji and Zori, heading towards Tazuna's house. The clone immediately dispels, letting Naruto know who's lying on his bed. Once his clone dispels, Naruto smirks, worthless fools. He climbs out of the bed and makes his way downstairs. Once Tsunami sees him, she smiles. Morning, Naruto. Your friends left. Naruto just nods, stay inside, and whatever you do, don't come outside. There's a small group of idiots heading this way. Lucky I stayed here. I won't let anything happen to you. Tsunami is shocked but nods. Inari says he'll help. Naruto just raises an eyebrow. No offense, kid, but you'd only get in the way. This won't take long. Naruto steps outside the door and walks a few steps away from the house and leans against a tree waiting for the idiots. Tsunami and Inari look out of the blinds and wonder what he's doing. Once Waraji, Zori, and the 20 thugs arrive, they think this is an easy mission. Until they hear to the side. So let me get this straight, 2 has been samurai and 20 thugs have come here to kidnap Tsunami, am I correct? You didn't bring enough men. Zora looks at Naruto and scoffs. You talk big, just who the hell do you think you are acting all tough? With your little toy sword. Naruto steps away from the tree and smirks. Name's the Crimson Nightmare, maybe you've heard of me. As for my so-called toy sword, I don't think my countless victims thought that after I cut them down. He then looks up, oh, and it looks like you came back, Mr. So-called mercenary leader, and I can also see the one Anko let go also. Tut. I would have thought you would have abandoned Gato the moment you realized just who you were dealing with. I guess money is more important than your lives, that was your mistake. He looks around and the scared thugs, mercenaries Waraji and Zori. This time I won't leave anyone to return to Gato. I do not let things such as kidnap, rape go, and as you were probably thinking along those lines, I will have to introduce you to my sword, Crimson Nightmare. Yes, my sword was named that before I was given that nickname. Both Waraji and Zori are now panicking. Nobody was supposed to be here. Their scout informed them that they all left, that the only ones in the house were the daughter and their little brat. Waraji looks at Naruto. You wasn't supposed to be here, we were informed you left. Naruto chuckles. Oh, you mean your scout that was caught by one of my clones last night, then tortured for information and then ended up losing his head, that scout? Well, yes, after getting all the juicy details from him about your little surprise ambush, I sent my clone using a henge as your dead scout to tell you exactly what I wanted you to know. Zori is scared shitless. You are a monster. Naruto smirks. Monster? No, just a man who has a job to do, and that usually means dealing with trash such as yourselves. I'm a ninja, we are cutthroats, assassins, mercenaries, anything we're told to be. Now for this mission we were to guard the bridge builder Tazuna, and by extension his family, so by you coming here and attempting to kidnap Tazuna's daughter means you're interfering in my mission, and I can't allow that, so I'll have to dispose of you. So I hope you've told your loved ones that you love them, because tonight you dine in hell. Before any one of them can react, Naruto vanishes via Shunshin and appears in between them and the mercenary leader. He let go has already been decapitated along with the merc Anko let go. Naruto is so fast he cuts them all down before they can draw their swords. Waraji and Zori is staring in shock, not believing he could move that fast. It doesn't take more than 2 minutes to kill all 18 thugs and the 2 mercs. He then turns around with Crimson Nightmare resting on his shoulder. So did you enjoy the little show? Now it's your turn. Any last words before you dine in hell? When they say nothing, he just smiles. Well, okay then, time to you two to meet your makers. Naruto rushes them. They quickly pull out their own katanas, but before they can react, Naruto's already past them. They then look down as their swords snap before looking at each other in shock before realizing they're dying and clutching their throats and falling to the ground dead. Naruto sighs, worthless trash. Not a decent challenge among you. He turns to Tazuna's house. He saw them at the window and hoped they didn't see the carnage. Luckily, the moment Naruto pulled out his katana, Tsunami pulled Inari from the window and sat him down in the kitchen away from the death. Of course, they heard the death and screaming, but that was unavoidable. After looking back at his work, he quickly places them all beside each other before using Keton. Gokaku no Jutsu, fire release, great fireball technique. To remove any trace they were there, the heat was so hot even the metal melted from their katanas. He sighs. Does he like killing? No, he doesn't. Does he know it's part of his job? Yes, if he kills anyone it does sadden him, but if it's people like this then he won't lose an ounce of sleep over them. He then walks back to the front door. He opens it up and says, the threat is over. There are about 20 clones outside, so you're safe. I don't think they'll try anything again, but if they do, my clones will deal with it. I think it's time I rejoin my team. Tsunami and Inari reach the door. As he's walking away, Tsunami smiles. Thank you, Naruto. I know you are a ninja and you do things you don't like, but you're still human. Go and help my father, please. Inari smiles. You're awesome, Naruto. Naruto smiles. Thank you both. Don't think I didn't see that knife you had, Inari. It was very brave of you to protect your mother, but there was no need still. Kaiza would be proud. Inari then smiles, as does Tsunami, before Naruto walks away before quickly vanishing. Meanwhile, back at the bridge, Zabuza's not having the best of time with Naruto's stunt. Upon their first meeting, Haku wasn't able to study the Sharingan like they hoped and find a way to counter it, add in Anko into the mix, and this just got worse. Speaking of Haku, although Sasuke unlocked the Sharingan, he's still struggling. Haku's just too fast for him to deal with, and although he doesn't want to admit it, having Naruto here would have been best, although he hates to admit that. After Haku created the Makio Hayasatsu, demonic mirroring ice murder, things got more difficult and frustrating for Sasuke. Not to mention he's in severe pain thanks to all Haku's damn sunban, making him look like a pincushion. He's on his last legs now and wonders what to do next. He can't die here, not now, he's too important. He then looks at Kakashi and Anko and knows they're too important. Then he looks at Sakura and smirks. She's useless and won't be missed. He's about to do the Kaorimi no Jutsu, substitution technique / body replacement technique, when out of nowhere he hears a smash and sees Haku go flying out of the mirror. This shocked not only Sasuke but Haku also. He then looks to where he heard the smash and sees Naruto standing there. He sighs. Sakura saw Naruto arrived and smiled. Haku picks himself from the ground and looks at what hit him and sees Naruto and is shocked. How did he beat my technique? I never even saw him coming. Zabuza, Kakashi and Anko also heard the smash and stopped. Then Anko sees Naruto and grins. Seems like your little hunter Neens just met her executioner. Oh well, hope she had a good laugh for him, not sure what the person was. Zabuza growls, damn it, he's here. But why was he not here to begin with? Were they toying with us? Kakashi smiles, well that's good he's arrived. I saw that look from Sasuke. Something tells me he was going to do something desperate, and from his final look it involved Sakura. I hope he wasn't going to do something like replacing himself with Sakura, although I'd hate to admit it, but with his ego and thinking he's unexpendable he'd see her as expendable. Naruto smiles as he sees that after Naruto's arrival Sasuke passed out. Well, it seems the Uchihas become a pincushion. Such a shame, well not really. So hopefully I'll get a challenge. Those 22 attackers I killed earlier I could have taken out in my sleep. Tazuna looks at Naruto and shouts over her. What do you mean, are Tsunami and Inari okay? Naruto nods. Yeah, they're fine. Tazuna sighs in relief, as does Sakura. Haku's wondering what was going on but just brushes that off and stands up. That was a lucky show. Before he can finish, Naruto's in front of him with his fist connecting with Haku's stomach. You were saying something about a lucky shot. Zabuza growls, damn brat's fast. Kakashi smiles. Yes, he is. Faster than your little friend, I imagine. Zabuza looks at Kakashi, then at Naruto in surprise. He's that fast. Naruto then vanishes again and appears next to Sasuke's unconscious body and picks him up and appears next to Sakura and tosses him on the floor and starts to walk back to Haku before he says over his shoulder, I'm sure you can keep him there, Sakura. Sakura and Tazuna just look at Naruto and thinks, he's so fast we didn't even see him move. Naruto then stops next to Haku, who's still rubbing his stomach. I think he broke rib with that punch. He then looks at Naruto. You said you dealt with some people before, who? Naruto turns to Haku. Just 2 samurai and 18 thugs and 2 mercenaries I let go who decided to care more about money than their lives. They were after the old man's family, most likely kidnap the daughter and kill the son. Haku nods, and even Zabuza heard that, as well as Kakashi and Anko. Naruto then smiles and says, well, I was about to say let's get started, but we're about to be interrupted by the little midget himself with a bunch of worthless trash. So let's see what he wants, shall we? Everyone's surprised by that, well, other than Kakashi and Anko, who knows Naruto has some sensing abilities. It's not long before Gato arrives with his thugs. He was expecting to come across a bloodbath. Hopefully they all took each other out, but what he sees is Haku stood next to Zabuza. Close by them is Naruto, Anko and Kakashi, and not far behind them is Sakura, Tazuna and an unconscious Sasuke. Gato is pretty angry as he finds out they're all still alive and waiting for him. He looks around seeing Naruto, and from the description, this is the supposed Crimson Nightmare, a 12-year-old kid. He can barely believe it, that brats cost him so much trouble. He then tells Zabuza that he was going to betray him, saying he was too much money. He then says to Kakashi that he better hand over Tazuna or Tazuna will be getting his daughter back in pieces. This only makes Naruto laugh. Oh, you mean those 22 pathetic losers you sent? I already killed them all. You should really hire better men. So your contingency plan went down the proverbial toilet. Not that you'll be able to hire better men. I'm sure, going by how Zabuza's glaring at you, that you'll be dead very shortly. Zabuza smiles and turns to Kakashi. Well, it seems we're no longer enemies, Kakashi. The only enemy I see is over there. Kakashi nods. Well, by all means, deal with the threat as you see fit. Zabuza grins. I intend to. Naruto looks over his shoulder. Zabuza, the rebellion could probably do with your help. Just a thought and a reason not to throw your life away. I'm sure there will be plenty of fun for you to have. Kakashi is surprised Naruto mentioned that, but as he's no longer an enemy and still can be useful, why not? Anko grins. See, he's not all death, he has brains. Sakura is confused. Naruto time and time again surprises her. There's is so much she doesn't know about Naruto, not that she really knows anything at all other than he has many scars. Isn't afraid to kill, has a name that causes fear in people with the name Crimson Nightmare, which she personally thinks is a cool name. Just then Sasuke groans as he pulls himself to his knees, and Sakura's quickly by his side, but he pushes her away. He then sees Gato and his thugs. He thinks they'll be easy, but then sees both Zabuza and Haku rush in and start killing them, and this confuses him. What's going on? Don't they work for him? After a short battle, Zabuza and Haku destroyed Gato's thugs, with Zabuza killing Gato himself. Everyone's wondering what will happen next, especially Sasuke, who still has no idea what's going on, and this only infuriates him. Zabuza and Haku then approach Naruto, Kakashi, and Anko. He nods to Anko and then looks at Kakashi. So it seems we're done here. Well, meet again, Kakashi of the Sharingan. He then turns to Naruto. You've got guts, kid. Something tells me you've seen plenty of action. Not that I know how, unless you're graduated early. As I said to Kakashi, we'll meet again, then I'll want a duel, just you and me. Until then, hone your skills, as will I. Kakashi just said nothing, but Naruto smirks. Until we meet again, Zabuza Momochi, Demon of the Mist. Zabuza smirks after being shown respect this time. He likes the kid. He then turns back to Kakashi. Keep an eye on the Uchiha. Kakashi, I know about those arrogant Uchihas, and I don't know if you noticed, but I think he was about to switch places with himself so she'd become a pincushion. I could see it in his eyes. If it wasn't for Crimson's arrival, it would have happened. I'm sure of it. Naruto was surprised by that. Yes, his feelings on Sakura keep changing, but he doesn't hate her because she keeps improving. But that Uchiha is another matter entirely. The fact that he would have done that makes him want to kill him here and now. But that would cause problems. Anko looks at Sasuke and glares at him. Even Sasuke looks away after seeing that glare, not knowing why she was glaring at him. Sakura has no idea what's going on and also has no idea how close she came to being in a world of hurt or maybe even dying by Haku's hands. Kakashi nods. I noticed. I'll be letting the Hokage know of this. I can assure you of that. Until we meet again, Zabuza. Oh, what is your friend's name? Haku looks at Kakashi. My name is Haku Yuki. Kakashi nods. Well, until we meet again, Zabuza and Haku. Haku nods, then turns to Naruto. Maybe we can start that fight that got interrupted sometime. Naruto nods. Anything's possible, Haku. Both Zabuza and Haku nod and then walks off. Sasuke then approaches them. What's going on? You're letting them go? That masked bastard almost killed me. Naruto glares at him. Then learn from your embarrassment and get stronger, but a word of advice, Uchiha. Fight your own battles and don't even think of trying to substitute yourself with Sakura again. You're not important in the grand scheme of things. So attempt some shit like that and you will be sorry for all of 2 seconds before your head meets the floor. Sasuke looks at Naruto and steps back. He then sees that Anko and even Kakashi are glaring at him, so decides to say nothing. They could all cause him problems and could all kill him. He knows that, and knowing Naruto and Anko, they'd probably take joy in it. He even saw some disappointment in Kakashi-sensei's eyes. Again, Sakura's not close enough to hear all this, deciding to stay by Tazuna's side. After Gato was killed, Naruto and Anko went to his place of residence and took everything of value, mainly his dealings, but also his money, wine, sake, food, and everything else. It wasn't like he'd need it, being dead and all. 2 days after the surprise outcome, the bridge is finished. There was a 2-day party, which Anko was happy about. They all eat and drank while Sasuke and Sakura drank normally. Kakashi, Anko, and Naruto all had sake. After 2 days of parties, it was time to head home. Inari was all happy and started to call Naruto Nisan, which was weird. Naruto just rolled his eyes. After Team 7 and Anko headed back to Konoha, Tazuna, Tsunami, and Inari were talking. Tazuna grins. So what should we call the bridge? It has to be a good name. How about the Crimson Nightmare Bridge? Tsunami slaps him over his head. We don't want to scare people, father, and with a name like that it certainly will. Just call it the Bridge of Hope or something. Tazuna pouts. Oh, all right then. Back with the Konoha ninjas, they're all rushing through the tree now that they have no civilians stopping them and the bridge being built. They can pick up the pace. Sasuke's in the front with Kakashi beside Sasuke and Sakura slightly behind, with Naruto and Anko bringing up the rear, which is fine for them as they're in a deep discussion. Anko looks at Naruto. So you're going to report Sasuke on what he was planning on doing, and what's this mission Yugao mentioned? Being sent to the academy doesn't seem like a mission to me, more of a punishment. Naruto turns to her. Yes, I'm going to report this unless Kakashi does. As for the mission, it needs to know, and sorry, you don't need to know ANBU business. She pouts. It's about that little shit Uchiha, isn't it? Naruto looks at her. I can't tell you, but I will speak to Gigi, especially after this latest incident. I may let you know. He's already dodged a bullet once, so to speak. Anko nods. Okay, I'll drop it. But if you can tell me, then tell me. I'm guessing Yugao knows of it. What am I saying? Of course. She knows she's your mentor and like a big sister to you, and don't worry, I won't ask her about it. Naruto nods. Thanks, Anko. She grins. No probs. This mission was fun. I got to have some fun. Tease that pink-haired girl about sleeping with you, so all good. Naruto looks at her in shock. You did what she thinks we're sleeping together. Anko grins. I may have insinuated that you were good in bed. We did share a room together. Would have been nice if we shared a bed though. Naruto sighs. That's all I need. I'm guessing that's what all the glaring's about, right? Anko chuckles. Yep. But it's all good fun. Unless. Naruto facepalms. Don't finish that sentence, Anko. Anko just laughs. It should have taken a day to return to Konoha, but they wasn't in any hurry. After Sakura and Sasuke went to sleep, Naruto, Anko, and Kakashi started talking about the mission. Kakashi was surprised about Naruto letting Zabuza just leave like he did, along with Haku, knowing how dangerous the both of them were. But Naruto just said it was his call, and it puts them in their debt. After that, Anko brought up Sasuke. None of them happy about what he was planning. Naruto and Anko didn't like him at all. Naruto has said all along to just kill him and be done with it, and with Sasuke's plot to sacrifice Sakura to save his own skin, let's just say it didn't sit well with any of them. Naruto because, well, he would much prefer he was dead. Anko's never been keen on the Uchihas. She's not met an Uchiha she actually got on with. To her, they were all arrogant arseholes who thought they were better than everyone else, and to her, Sasuke's acting just like the rest of them. Unlike Naruto, though, she knows that he's the last Uchiha and the village worship him like a prince. It pisses her off that even if they inform the Hokage, the little shit will probably get away with it. That just infuriates her even more. Now she has no interest in Sakura. To her, she's not really that talented other than her perfect chakra control. She's not much of a kunoichi. Still, what Sasuke planned didn't sit well with her at all. For Kakashi, well, things are different. He knows how obsessed Sasuke is with killing Itachi, and obsessed with gaining power. He wants to help Sasuke. He really does, knowing that he failed Obito. He doesn't want to fail Sasuke. The thing that's different from Obito is Sasuke's attitude. Obito was a carefree ninja. To be perfectly honest, he wasn't a typical Uchiha. Sasuke is nothing like Obito. He's a typical arrogant Uchiha with a superiority complex who sees himself as an elite just because he's an Uchiha. He also has no respect for anyone but himself. To him, everyone is expendable. Well, maybe not everyone. Himself and Anko are key figures in Konoha, and Naruto, although not liked by the general population of Konoha, is well respected by most of the shinobi. And Sasuke knows that Naruto is better than him. Then there's Sakura. In a way, he understands why he was going to pick her, not that he was okay with it, but Sakura's not from a clan. Her family are all civilians. Other than being Kunoichi of the Year, she's not that important, but it doesn't give Sasuke the right to play God on who lives and dies. Anko doesn't know what Naruto's true mission is, but Kakashi does. Kakashi also knows of Naruto's outright hatred of the Uchiha, and especially Sasuke Uchiha. He just hopes Naruto won't do something stupid, but he also knows that Naruto is ANBU through and through, so him losing his cool is unlikely. Kakashi looks at the both of them. So realistically speaking, what do you expect will happen to Sasuke? Naruto scoffs. Well, going by the fact of what happened last time he was involved in something bad, I'm sure you'll remember when he outright attacked Sakura. He got away scot-free only because Sakura lied. He clouds her judgment. So the fact he's tried using her as a way to escape death, he'll more than likely get away with it again. Anko shakes her head in annoyance. I fucking hate the Uchihas, and the council are so far up that Emo's ass he could probably kill her and they would do nothing. This isn't right. Kakashi, who's leaning against a tree and not reading his book, nods. I have to agree with the both of you. He's getting too much freedom. There is so much hate in Sasuke's eyes, and the council see nothing. They probably see him as a scared little boy who lost everything, and not someone who thinks his teammate is expendable. Naruto shakes his head and clenches his fist. Sometimes I just feel like killing the shit right in front of them and say, I dare you to try anything. Of course I'd be hated, but I'd kill anyone who gets in my way. Anko looks at the man she likes, and you'd be no better than his brother or him. You'd be executed, and what good would that do? Even if it would be a laugh seeing you do that in front of them. Kakashi looks at both of them before answering, Naruto, you're far too important to give up your life for Sasuke. I know you hate Sasuke, and would much prefer him dead, but he is the last Uchiha loyal to Konoha, and the council love him. Anko scoffs. Him loyal? Ha, he's only loyal to himself. He cares about nobody but himself. He's a joke to all the loyal ninjas and kunoichis in Konoha who actually have loyalty to each other. Kakashi sighs. Sad as it is, I agree. But we have to steer him away from temptations. Naruto just rolls his eyes. That's your job, not mine. I have no intention of befriending him, helping him, or anything else. The only thing I intend to do is end his life if he even thinks of betraying Konoha. Kakashi looks at Naruto and knows nothing will change with him. His loyalty is to Konoha, not to his fake teammates, because that is pretty much all they are to him. This is a mission for him, to monitor Sasuke. The fact he's even attempted to help Sakura was only because she bugged him to. Anko just curses, "Damn Uchiha. It would be so easy to just kill him before we return. Accidents happen after all. The only ones who would miss him is his lame-ass fangirls." Naruto nods at her, as does Kakashi, but he once again has to be the voice of reason, not to be the voice of reason here. But killing him because you hate him will make you no better than a murderer. He can still be changed. Don't do something you'd regret. Naruto just scoffs. "I wouldn't regret killing him. I'd sleep perfectly fine. His death means nothing to me. The only thing it would do would end my mission, and that's it." Anko strangely didn't even notice that Naruto just mentioned his mission in front of her. Kakashi just shakes his head. "Let's get some sleep, shall we, and cool our heads." Naruto doesn't reply, he just walks away with Anko following. Kakashi sighs. "How would this make you feel, seeing your son like this, sensei?" Lady Kushina. A few hours later, everyone's up and on the move. Naruto and Anko are up front, with Kakashi staying with his two students. Breakfast was an interesting experience. Well, Naruto and Anko stuck to themselves, while Sasuke was, as Naruto would put it, talking out of his ass, saying that now he has the Sharingan, that nobody could stop him, and it's only a matter of time before Itachi dies. Naruto and Anko, who heard this, just scoffed. When Sasuke looked at them, they both gave him the finger. Kinda funny, they timed it perfectly with each other. Sakura was just smiling and saying how cool her precious Sasuke-kun is. Of course, she never said that out loud, but everyone could see the stars in her eyes, and Anko looked at Naruto and did a gag motion, and Naruto smirked. Now they're almost at Konoha. Once they reach Konoha, Naruto and Anko quickly sign and then leave, surprising the others and makes Sakura mad that he left with that slut Anko. When the rest of them get to the Hokage Tower, Naruto and Anko are already there, but say nothing. Upon the rest of them arriving, they just step off the wall and knock on the door before getting the okay to enter. Once they step inside, Hiruzen can already sense the tension in the room. Naruto and Anko are not even stood with the rest of the team. They're leaning against a wall, letting Kakashi do all the talking. Once Kakashi's given the report, Hiruzen looks at them all. Again, he's not happy with that little shit Uchiha. Of course, from what Kakashi said, it shouldn't provide why there's tension in the room, so Kakashi's left something out. He tells them they can all go, and they do, but he gives a secret message for Naruto, Anko, and Kakashi to return once, letting the other two go on their way. It's not long before the three return. Once they come back in the room, he tells his secretary he's not to be disturbed until he's done. That includes the elders. Nobody, and he means nobody, is allowed to interrupt the meeting. Once that's done, the only ones in the room is Hiruzen, Kakashi, Naruto, Anko, and Yugao to guard the Hokage. Not that she's really needed to guard him, but none of the others have a problem with her being there. Once there's that sorted, he places up a barrier seal so nobody can hear into what's being discussed. Hiruzen doesn't even need to ask. As soon as the barrier's up, Naruto informs Hiruzen what happened. Hiruzen sighs, as yet again it's that Uchiha brat. Once again he's causing problems, and yet again it involves his other teammate Sakura Haruno. Yugao, who heard what Naruto said, shakes her head, knowing how Naruto's feeling. She knows he just wants to kill Sasuke and be done with it, and going by what he's doing, it may be better if he was gone. But he's still only a boy. Maybe he can change. She doubts it though. Hiruzen rubs the top of his nose and sighs. Sasuke yet again is causing problems. Again, I'll have to cause a council meeting. Naruto nods, yes, Hokage-sama. And everyone in this room knows he'll get off scot-free, just like he did last time. Hiruzen knows how Naruto feels and can tell just by everyone's body language that they all know it to be true. Even he feels that the same result will apply as last time. But he has to let them know. He tells them that they can go, and once they're gone, he informs his secretary to summon a council meeting. A few hours later, Naruto, Anko, and Kakashi are once again summoned to the Hokage's office. As soon as they enter, they can tell just by the Hokage's posture that what they knew would happen happened. He informs them of what was discussed and can feel the killing intent coming from Naruto and Anko. Hiruzen takes a puff of his pipe. The council were not completely convinced, but with your testimony, Kakashi, and yours, Anko, the council had to think of something. Unfortunately, they still see him as the last Uchiha. I don't think the Shinobi Council were happy with what he did. Sakura's own mother was shocked, but I think she's in denial. Hiruzen stands up and faces the window. She said it was probably a mistake on Sasuke's end, but even the Ninja Council knows that's just not true. A substitution jutsu is what it was. He intended to save his own ass by killing someone he sees as less important and, as you say, expendable. Naruto scoffs, how can you let this go? This is twice now. What is it going to take for them to get their heads out of his ass? Sakura's death. Now I don't have any attachment to her, but she doesn't deserve to be used as a scapegoat for his own cowardice. Even if she was killed, they would probably say she was less important and get Sakura's own mum to believe that. Anko joins in, "This isn't right, Lord Hokage-sama. Why should he get special treatment? He cares about nothing but revenge. Everyone is expendable to him. Damn, he'd probably sacrifice you to save his own worthless ass." Kakashi, who's remained quiet all this time, finally speaks. "I have to agree with Naruto and Anko. Hokage-sama. What kind of example is this setting, letting someone who cares about nothing but revenge and thinks everyone's beneath him can get away with doing whatever he wants? He has them wrapped around his little finger." Hiruzen snaps, "Enough. Don't you think I know that? But he's important to this village. He's the last loyal Uchiha and the council thinks he has certain liberties." Naruto scoffs. "We all know that's a load of crap. Nobody will trust him. Nobody will want to work with someone who at any moment could use them as pawns to save his own worthless life. He's not and never will be a leader of men. The council would demand he's become a chunin and then jonin to boost his own ego, and he's already a worthless piece of trash already. How can you allow this to continue?" Naruto bangs his fist against the wall. He should never have become a ninja to begin with after what Itachi did to him. Itachi's made him this way, and the council sucking his cock makes him think that he can do whatever the hell he wants. Hiruzen sighs, "Don't you think I know that? Do you think I want him to sacrifice people to save his own life? I'll answer that I don't. It sickens me how irresponsible he is, and I agree he's not chunin material, but my hands are tied." Naruto cusses, "Is that all, Hokage-sama?" When Hiruzen nods, Naruto vanishes via Shunshin, with Anko bowing to Hiruzen before using Shunshin herself, leaving just Hiruzen and Kakashi. Hiruzen looks at Kakashi. "I wonder what Minato would think of me right now, and what would he think of his son?" Kakashi, who was thinking the same thing last night, speaks. "In regards to Sensei's thoughts on his son, I think he might be disappointed in him, but I also think he would agree with some things. I think Kushina would more than likely want her son to get rid of Sasuke before he causes more problems. Even though Sasuke is Makoto's son and they were best friends, Kushina knows that nobody was above the law." Hiruzen nods, "You may be right on that." Kakashi then says, "What would Sensei say about you?" "I think he'd say you're in a bad position to begin with, and that you let the council get too full of themselves. He'd say you're giving too much free rein to Sasuke. Last Uchiha be damned, he's not more important than any other person. That is just Minato-sensei. I'm sure you know what Tobirama-sensei would have said." Hiruzen shakes his head. "Yes, Tobirama-sensei would have had Sasuke executed as an example. Consequences be damned, but I can't do that." Kakashi nods his head, also knowing how bad this situation is. Naruto refuses to befriend him, to train him, or anything. The only thing he's guaranteed me is when the time comes, Sasuke will die by his hands. Hiruzen sighs. "I'm getting too old for this shit. That will be all." Kakashi, "Try and get through to the boy, you know which one I mean." Naruto's views on the Uchihas mirror Tobirama-sensei's. Naruto-kun will not change his views on someone he's stubborn like his mother was. God rest her soul. First impressions to him are important. He very rarely gives someone a second chance. If you fuck up once, you don't get a chance to prove him wrong. Kakashi bows his head. "It's as you say, Lord Hokage-sama. Good day to you, Lord Hokage." Once Kakashi leaves, Hiruzen slumps in his chair. "What do I do with that Uchiha? I won't allow this to continue, but what can I do? Talking to the elders about it won't do any good. I already know how they see the Uchiha." The next day, Team 7 has met up. Sakura is stood beside Sasuke, but Naruto is sat in a tree, not even attempting to interact with his so-called teammates. He's just sharpening his sword. When Kakashi arrives, he notices Naruto's not with his team, but quickly hears the sound of metal, so looks into the trees. "Naruto, come down here and join your teammates." When Naruto does appear beside them, he quickly leans against a tree, not even attempting to act like a teammate. Kakashi just sighs but continues. "Because we have just returned from that C-rank turned A-rank mission, we have been given a week off. In that time I expect you to train, but also have some fun. I'll see you in a week." He quickly vanishes via Shunshin, and before Sakura can turn around to ask what her teammates are planning on doing, she finds that Naruto has already left and Sasuke is also leaving. She asks Sasuke that because they have a week off, does he want to go on a date, when he just looks at her and calls her annoying. He doesn't even wait for a reply, he just walks away. Sakura is saddened by Sasuke's rejection once again, and realizing that Naruto's also gone, has nothing better to do than head home. It will be nice to see her mum after that long mission. After leaving his so-called teammates, he appears on the Hokage monument within moments. He's joined by two people, Anko and Yugao. Yugao looks at Naruto and smirks. No team bonding, Naruto. Naruto and Anko both look at Yugao like she's an idiot, and she chuckles, then her smile drops. I heard that Uchiha brat got away with what he did. She crosses her arms under her breasts and shakes her head. The council are a bunch of fools, not even doing anything about his actions. He probably thinks he can get away with anything, even murder, and they probably wouldn't even do a thing. Naruto scoffs. There's no probability about it. He could probably kill children and the council would do nothing and blame it on what happened to him, but I'd kill him before he tried it. Anko then shakes her head. With the Chunin exams coming up, everyone will come to see him, making his arrogance even worse. I bet even if he never even got to the finals, the council would still demand he's promoted to Chunin. Naruto sniggers. You're forgetting the second stage. Anko, people die in the Chunin exams. I could easily take him out and blame it on someone else. It's not as if I really care. I'm not a genin anyway. Sakura is nowhere near ready, if she ever will be. Maybe by the next Chunin exams she may be competent enough to progress.